Good evening, everybody, and welcome to ERL GT7. This is a GTPro season finale, 100 laps of the Daytona road course. I will shortly be joined by my good friend Smack Attack, who'll be joining us for comments for this evening. But we have and when I say evening, we have a long evening ahead of us. 100 laps of Daytona, be in and around the 3-hour mark. And we'll see what it brings us. We are in reverse grid. The reserve drivers have been given a place based off their average points so far this season. But we'll be underway in no time at all. I'll quickly just run you through that grid. So we've got Gloss on pole, Has May got in second, Azriel P3, SH Dunn P4, Dad P5, Saskar on reserves I mentioned P6, Ivid said or Mr. Clean P7, Airman P8, Panda P9, Smiley P10, Alico's P11, Lucky P12, Boosted, who is our champion already crowned, P13. So although the championship is already decided, this will be, if you can't win the championship, this is probably the race you want to win most following that. Both of our season finales, both in 3-hour events, have both been won by a driver that didn't win the championship. So in season 1, the championship was won by Smiley. The 3 hours in that case of Le Mans was won by Junankara. And last year, again, Smiley took the championship, but Boosted won a very dramatic 3-hour race in the Nürburgring. So we'll see what this evening brings us, but let's get to the action. It's not very often you see a grid start here at Daytona. That is what we'll have in our league. Keeps the field nice and packed together. As we heard, going to what is always a tricky turn 1, because you're braking not in a straight line, cold tyres, cold brakes. So hopefully with such a long race ahead, this day drama free, but we are underway. Gloss leads away from the line, Merck is strong off the line, but as is that Honda of Dad's. They're 4 wide behind Gloss. This is a 3-hour race, gentlemen. Let's make sure it can't be won at turn 1, it can certainly be lost there. But so far, I think everyone's made it through. Just make sure. Oh, there's a bit of contact there, but there's definitely contact there. The back. But they're not too far off. There's a traffic cone going flying, but I think it was contact between it looked like a couple of Porsches and the BMW there, and Smiley's round as well. So it is a dramatic start. It's so often is at Daytona. Smiley's also got rear bumper damage, which is going to be so disappointing this early on. It's one of 2 ways. It's not the way that you'd want to start the first time. Oh, don't tell me Smiley exited out already. That is disappointing to give up so early in a race. We're down to 12 already, and we've been racing for 1 minute. But there we go. Gloss leads us away. Already you can see cars going about a different way on the banking. SH Dunn's probably just backing himself there against the BRZ on the outside, and he's made it through. But Gloss, hometown hero, would love to obviously win this one. He came very close to winning the tri-oval sprint race that was here last night. That, as I said, last night we were on the oval layout. You can see there's already a split in the pack, probably to do with that early kind of coming together that we saw. But now you can see the strength of the slipstream. It's only on the moderate setting, or the real setting I should say. It's not been amplified, but you can look at the strength. Look how much Dad is closing in that Honda behind. Not a car known for its straight line speed either. Oh, Gloss is a little bit deep into turn 1, so put Dad right on the back of him. As you go on board. Such a trick. Oh, Dad goes for the centre of the inside. Canada, USA. It's been that in the politics world this week, and now we see it on the racetrack too. But it is Dad that takes the lead. But now he'll be the one dragging Gloss down that back, unless Gloss can come straight back at him, which he is going to try and do. He backs out eventually. But now it'll be him in Dad's slipstream. But saying that, the Mercedes not as favourable in the slipstream as that Honda. It's all action behind. Panda, who does tend to get a good start, and that throws up to P4 right behind SH Dunn. Goes a bit deep though. Got Azrael behind, but that is a car that is not gonna. You wouldn't imagine it's going to be well suited to Daytona. The BRZ just really struggles on the straight line speed. Phenomenal car in the corners. There ain't too many corners around Daytona. As you see, the Audi, and again, normally you wouldn't see cars backing themselves on the upper bank in there, but they do against this BRZ. But these two are about to go through the bus stop chicane side by side. Azrael leads. Panda's on the grass. The Audi goes deep. Oh, it's getting a bit messy. But somehow they've all come through that unscathed. And look at it moves them ominously for the field behind. Boosted is in P7. These guys, a minute, are driving flat out. I'd imagine they're going to need to save fuel at some point. I think most of these cars will do 17, 18 laps at full pelt. And as you can see, it's a 100-lap race. You definitely aren't going to want to stop, I don't think, more than 4 times to try to get to those, do these in 20-lap stints. Dad just manages to cling on to the lead from Gloss again. And again, you saw that time Dad went a little bit deep. That's just because you don't want to get overtaken into that turn, so you're naturally going to brake later. SH Dunn comes right onto the back of this pack now. They've got a reasonable buffer to the field behind, so do they work together at this early stage? Because slipstream around a track like this is so beneficial. At the same time, how many chances are you going to get to win such a prestigious race? It's a difficult one, but that's such a long way to go in this one. See a couple of splits in the pack. We have got one car right off the back. Just has, that's unfortunate. He's got no damage, I don't know if he's on an outlap, so he has pitted. It's a plus and a minus. It could be a long old race, or you've got a massive amount of time to bring yourself back into it potentially. But here we go now. Gloss this time with the run onto Dad. We're going to go try and round the outside the bus stop. This would be a brave move if he can get it done. Commits the corner, so the move is done, as you can see there. These two rivals, but also friends. As I say, they're doing it sensibly. They are, but they're not fighting it to the death and cost each other time. They could be. SH Dunn just about clinging on to that slipstream range. There's no DRS obviously in GT3 racing, but generally speaking, you want to be within a second of that car, just to help keep that slipstream advantage. Dad keeps Gloss keeps the lead into turn 1. From Dad, from SH Dunn. Oh, Gloss has lost the traction. Did he get damage there? Oh yeah, big damage. He's got to try and do a rejoin. That's so unfortunate for him. He's losing multiple positions. Going to have damage. Going to have cold tyres. Going to have dirty tyres. It's not a good combination. So now Dad leads from SH Dunn. You think compared to the where last year's finale was, Nürburgring, you didn't think this would be such a treacherous track, but you can just see the starting here as a night setting. It should go to the daytime. Oh no, SH! Oh, he just clings on. What a save that was! It's not easy. And already we see boosted up to P5. It's the one that they're going to have to watch. You'd imagine over a 3-hour stint where there's going to be not necessarily tyre saving, because I don't think this is a particularly punishing track for the tyres. Fuel saving and key, and Boosted seems to have mastered that art of being exceptionally quick, but also being able to save the fuel as well. I need it for this. Dad right now in a good position. Second, well, the gap's gaining it, and it will. Once you're at that slipstream, if you've got the raw pace, you will start to pull away. And SH Dunn's also managed to get himself a 1 second penalty. There's so much time to gain at that bus stop. However, as you've just seen there, you push it too hard, you pay the cost of this penalty, which can be, as you're about to see, really devastating. He's going to come under massive pressure, I'd imagine, in a moment, because you lose so much momentum. It's not just the 1 second penalty that you serve, it's the massive momentum loss. And look at now the rate that they're gaining. And I am joined as we speak, as we are here on lap 5, with my good friend Smack. How are you? Well, hopefully I'm joined by Smack. But yeah, it's a phenomenal sight, Daytona, of an evening, as you see the Ferris wheel there in the background. But that has put IV-Sed, or Mr. Cleaner, as he's also known, into P2 in the Audi. Just having a quick look, they're neck and neck on tyre and fuel. And Mercedes also, yeah, very similar. These guys are coming up to about the quarter tank mark, so they're on track to do what they need to do. I can't see that anyone is going to be able to make it a free stop work here, so pit 25, 50, 75. I just think surely it's going to be too much fuel saving, but who knows, we'll certainly see how that plays out. Just keep an eye on boosting. He's coming up to the back of the BRZ. Alshell's holding his own at the minute in a track that is definitely not suited to the BRZ. As you can see, you've got a couple of cars off the back, which I suspect is Haz and Gloss. Unfortunately, we didn't see what happened to Haz. Oh, Bruce is really pushing those limits. He is gaining on that BRZ for sure. Zaskar in a good position at the moment in P6, reserving from the GT class. Panda right behind in P7. Airman in P8. Lucky behind in P9, and I thought the Lexus would go well here today, but yeah, so far quite far down. Oh, he's got front bumper damage, as you can see there. Like the livery, very much a NASCAR vibes, that livery. But yeah, look at the damage that is doing to him. Like 3 seconds a lap down on Mr. Clean's fastest lap. To check in a minute if Mr. Clean is on still on mediums. I think he is. Alico, so he's got bad damage as well. I wonder if that came about from that collision that we saw in the early stages, and it's all weighing up. How much am I losing with this damage versus how much would I lose with an extra pit stop? That's the decision they make. There's no race engineer as well. You've got to do this on the fly while you're driving, while you're racing. And then we see Haz, and then Gloss has slipped in behind Haz. It's a shame for him after such a promising start. Dad's still holding a steady lead here. I do think Mr. Clean is bringing that down. He does look like he's got really good pace here. He's done back-to-back laps in the 145s. That's no joke on medium tyres in a race situation. They are starting to really ditch SH now. Azriel's really doing well here to keep clinging on to P4, but you'd imagine right now that Boosted is going to be putting him under real pressure. As I said, whilst the Porsche isn't known for its straight on speed, the BRZ is probably the slowest car in this category on that in terms of straight on speed, but at the same time he absolutely flew for that bus stop chicane, lands carried good momentum, whereas Boosted is in that dirty air. Let's see now how much he's gaining on the slip. Can he get this moved into turn 1? Is Azriel going to hold the inside, forcing the wrong way around? No, he holds off for now. He's just playing the patient game, as it's a long old race. You know, we are 7 laps into 100. So we're not even at the 10% mark. Even I can do those maths tonight. Oh, see that as we're pushing really hard, chucking the grass up into the Porsche behind. Got a really strong run here. Is he going to look to get moved in here? Late on the brakes. Seems happy just to sit in for now. It does look visually that they're both gaining on the Mercedes SH done in front. We shall see. She drops into first gear. Get that rotation. This is where you probably fancy it. Is he going to bump Azriel? Is he going to go for the move? Hello, we are joined by Smack in the early stages of what has already been Smack, a dramatic start to this race. Unfortunately, we lost Smiley inside about 20 seconds. I'm not sure what happened. Something happened and he decided it wasn't for him. Gloss was leading, but has unfortunately had a spin, lost the traction out of turn 1, and he's off the back, and quite a few of these guys lower back in the field have damage, but Dad is absolutely flying in the NSX up front. He is being closed on though, as you can see now, by Mr. Clean, who does have the fastest lap right now, as these two go side by side into turn 1. Is that move done? Oh, it is, just about. Yeah. Yeah, these guys, if you thought, Smack, if you had any ideas, I was just telling the guys that have kindly joined us for this cast that these guys are going to take their time and just in this long 3 hour or so race, no chance of that. They're going for it from the off.
Oh yeah, they're gonna run from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Try their best to. This is it. You know, they're gonna fight it out for sure.
And, you know, Boost has come through. I thought he'd have cleared Dazza in the BRC at the moment, but at this stage he still just seems content to sit in there. I don't know if he's using that to maybe fuel save.
Do I need to join the lobby? I can.
Or whatever's easier, or I can share my screen, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, just share your screen. That's fine. That's good.
Yeah, 'cause it might just mean sometimes it can disturb, can't it, when they join? I think I've done that, but I'm not the most technological.
Yeah, you did. You sure
Cool.
did.
Yeah, Mr. Clean's flying. He's got the fastest lap, and Dad's had really good. Dad's been pulling away from SH, but Mr. Clean's already really dropping Dad out of slipstream range. And we saw last night, didn't we? Once you're out of that, it's tough.
Oh yeah, once you're out of that slipstream, you're gone. That's the answer. Stay in it, do your best. Boosted has a new livery for this.
Yeah, there's quite a few specials.
I like it.
I've already called Lucky's as a NASCAR special, but I hope I've got that right. It looks like a NASCAR livery. Got boosted all over the back now of Azrael. Is this the time he gets the move done? No.
Turn one, it's a hard place. You don't want to throw anybody off.
No, it's tough. Azrael's doing really well because I can't think of a track worse suited to the BRZ.
Yeah, he's doing a great job right now.
But yeah, we're not even 10% through this thing, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, we're not going to commentator curse him, but man,
no, he's doing alright. Oh, but he's got a fistful of Porsche in his rearview mirror right now. I said, when did you join us at the start of this season, Smack?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I was just saying, last year's finale was at the Nürburgring, which took plenty of prisoners as well, but yeah, unfortunately we have had a couple in this one early on as well. Even though it's probably not quite as technical a track, but it's still a challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
After a while it gets monotonous, you gotta remember what you're doing. You can't get lulled to sleep, because it'll do it to you. It's not a very technical track, but at the same time, it's challenging and unforgiving sometimes, especially through that bus stop right there. It's rough. Give you a penalty real quick, and you won't even think you got one. You're all good. The next thing you know, you're on this big banking turn, and oh, hey, here's a 1.5 second penalty for you.
No, absolutely. And we've already seen SH Dunn fell foul of one of those early on. But he still kept on to P3. Oh, no, Booster's still not going for this move. He seems happy to sit in. They all seem to be closing up to SH Dunn now.
Indeed.
Got somebody in here rooting for Zaskar, who's holding his own. He's in P6.
Indeed, who's rooting for Z? Let me look at this. Azteca, yeah, brother. That's our newest IORT.
That clan is growing by the week.
Yeah.
Oh no, Azrael's on the grass. Oh man. Yeah, he's down to P7, yeah. This is what I mean then. You think Daytona, you think it's not that difficult track, but these are the best of the best. Almost all these guys are A+, and yeah, we've already in these first 10 laps seen the fair fistful of mistakes, so it just shows.
Daytona will get you.
No.
I mean, it's just Daytona. Yeah, well, be ready. Someone said, Jimbo, am I allowed to lobby to spectate?
No, Frank, please, just because it can sometimes disturb the drivers.
Yeah,
so,
sometimes. So
and if you're just going through the bus stop chicane, the 3 hour race, and you get lag, it's not ideal. But we'll bring all this action too, man. We're good. So, Boosted now is onto the back of SH Done. Just looking at fuel, because on Friday he was talking about whether he was thinking if he could get to lap 25, do 25 lap stints. Oh, that was a bit loosey-goosey. But now SH is deep.
Oh, that was a commitment play right there.
Yeah.
That was what you were going to do, that, you know.
And it did force SH deep, didn't it? Yeah. But looking at that, I don't think he's going towards the 25 lap mark, but who knows? He's just over halfway. What are the others at? This is where he's so good. Just looking ahead, the two cars ahead are both bang on the half tank mark, whereas he's just got that smidge more, which will help him in his pit stop time. Because I'm thinking these guys are going to just go 20, 40, 60, 80, but if they can go 25, 50, 75, but we'll see.
Do we got guys in the back doing a different strategy?
So something happened to Haz early on. He pitted lap 2. Gloss was leading, but he lost traction out of turn 1, I think on his own. So he had to pit, and then quite a lot of the guys further back do have bits of damage. I know Lucky, Alikos, all had a bit of damage.
Okay. Rough business early on.
Yeah, so there's chunks of there. I think. Sask and SH having a bit of contact there, but they both survived. As you say,
That's right on a little tweak to his livery for this race.
there's a few, like you say, specials on the show. Can he get this done? He's done, I think. And Panda snuck through as well. I can only imagine that SH had a penalty there.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, really? I was thinking he seems to have massively fallen off the back of Panda
I'm not sure why
and
he's got
Zaska.
no damage either. Could be fuel saving, but that's a lot of falling off.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God, these guys are pushing hard, man. A few times I've gone on here, there's been bits of grass thrown up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're lawn mowing just a little bit, trying to get everything they can out of these corners. Like, look, Panda's going so far in there, trying his best. Zaskar's making use of all the outside.
As he said, like, I think when he reserved last race, he's just not out of place, is he, here? Like, P4,
no,
these guys.
Not. He's a lot faster than he seems sometimes.
The thing is, he's kind of taken P2 in the GT class, like, without anybody noticing, really, in a strange way. Like, because you see Apex had a couple of wins, Fish has had some real flashes, hasn't he? Whereas Zaskar's got under the radar. He had that great win in Fuji. There you go, you see some massive lift and coasting here.
That scared me, I'm not gonna lie. But there, I don't know why that scared me.
But Zaskar's like going to take P2 in that championship on very much on merit.
He's a captain for a reason. He's
Captain's
one of the founders of IORT.
So the gap from boosted to Mr. Green is staying at 36.5, but as I say, there's at least a couple of seconds in the fuel tank difference, I would say, between what he's carrying right now and what they're carrying. But it's interestingly poised. I'm trying to see where Lucky is, because I really thought that Lexus would fly. So Lucky's pitting that. He's one of the ones that had damage early. He's obviously just decided, look, I'm losing too much time. You see on the right there, he was in the 148 with the damage. So he's decided to take that pit early. As Alikos had damage early as well. So yeah, tough race for a few guys here. You got to try and claw your way back into this.
Yeah, it's a long race. You hope that something will happen to somebody. You don't want people to have damage.
No.
You never want your co-racers to have a bad time.
Oh.
Whoa, goodness. But when it comes down to it, you do want
someone
to be able to catch back up.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to race alone for the whole time. And getting back to the lead pack is hard, especially from that far back. But
yeah.
who knows? Them stopping early could change their strategy.
Yeah, it might all
switch things
just
around.
exactly. As for there, we saw that snap like that. He's had to try and tame that beast all year, hasn't he? It's like, I mean, I watched recently. It was the car of choice at the daily race at Laguna Seca, and you saw some of the best drivers in the world struggling to control that thing. You know, Digit, who I watch quite often, he's top 50 in the world, and he was having a hard time with that BRZ. So Altsfield's not alone there. Yeah.
It's very unforgiving. It does not want to cooperate. It really just wants to bite you at all times, and it doesn't have a lot of strengths. Is its other issue, and it has plenty of weaknesses.
Absolutely.
So that's its. I do not think he will choose it again, and I don't think anybody will.
No.
For next season, I think that's a car that can be not officially, but blacklisted.
Which is strange when it's won a couple of Gran Turismo World Series, but yeah, I think maybe those are in previous bot times.
Yeah. It's lost something, and it's definitely yet to gain it back again. They took something away from that car. He was bold to choose it.
It's that curve will spit you out. The boosted is closing in on Dad a little bit, but he's not. The gap to Mr. Clean isn't coming down massively.
Next weekend's our race.
Absolutely. How are you feeling about it?
It's gonna be fun. I'm definitely gonna have to have my pit crew here in the house. Get a coffee halfway through, please.
Yeah. Well, my biggest fear is I've got a similar fear tonight, although it's less important tonight. I was trying to go 3 hours without using the toilet, but.
That too.
I don't know if we can get one in at a pit stop. I don't know. We'll have to maybe practice that on Friday.
If you don't choose anything and you pull into the pits, your car will sit there till you come back and choose.
That's true. Yeah.
It may have to be done. We might see that here today.
Yeah. That's it.
Dad in that little Debbie Honda.
I've watched a few of I don't know if you watch him, Erie's Rory Alexander, some of his races that he's done where they're like 6-7 hour community races, and yeah, they did one recently that was 200 laps of Bathurst. Oh, Mr. Clean, all up on the grass there. But now Boosted is on the back of Dad. Let's see what they do. Do they work together to try and get back up to Mr. Clean?
And Panda took Zaz's
car. Yeah. Spot. Again, you can just see that they're struggling on fuel a little bit. Even though you can see they've been really like lifting through the bus stop.
That right rear is getting whooped on just about everybody, and that's really going to start when they're coming through that inside, that infield there. It's going to fight them.
Absolutely, and you probably want to lean on it a little bit through the bus stop as well, which is just obviously not going to be able to do either. Oh, no.
You don't want that grip, and it's not going to have it.
I thought he might bump him, but yeah. Well, this could be interesting. This is just up chicane time. Dad backs out, I think, which is probably sensible. This early on. Oh, now was that a cut? That looked a cut from out of view, but we'll soon find out.
We'll see. He may have had not all, but 2 tires on track.
No, Boosted, he's probably just nailed that to perfection. Yeah. The Dad for now is happy to sit in behind. It's probably a smart play, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, that NSX on the straights, dude, is a gnarly thing.
It's just now, it's just going to be can he cling on through this sector to benefit from that again? Is going to be the key.
I was having a blast in that thing yesterday.
You can just see from here that how much more fuel that Boosted is carrying. As we get to the end, probably somewhere towards the latter stage of this first stint. Mind you, maybe he's right. Everyone thought he was insane when he was talking about getting to lap 25 on Friday, but I don't know. He might be able to do it.
He just set a purple sector there.
Yeah, just trying to do some rough maths because he's probably got enough. He's got enough to get to the 20, but
yeah, I say he'll make it to at least 22 or 23.
it's a dad. Yeah, unfortunately, he's already lost that benefit of that slipstream. I would say, unless he's just about clinging on to it.
Dad's got about 4 more laps to do.
So yeah, this could be the key. I mean, if Booster can cut a stop, then that's going to be hard to beat, isn't it? Because I'm looking at Lucky's pre-race briefing. If you estimate pit loss time 35 seconds or so, you save that amount of time, that's going to be a holder. Oh, we've got a heads up that SD and oh, there we go. Yeah, Honda just gave us a nice heads up from the chat that these two were we're close to, yeah, being our eyes and ears, but SH has got a penalty. This should be Air's position now.
How they doing back behind him?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
29 seconds to Hodge.
And those guys that pitted early just going to have to figure out how they get themselves back on strap. And if they can, that is. Zaskar's back ahead of Panda.
Oh, switch there. Panda's back right. It's cooked.
Yeah, it really is. That's going to be touch and go, isn't it, by lap 20, if that's what they're working towards.
He's not pushing as hard now. Maybe he is, and it's just that Ferrari.
Probably not the car for Daytona, but he's doing a good job. We got 2 battles in the far back. Let's have a quick look. Dalakos and Gloss, 2 of the home, I was going to say hometown heroes, home country heroes.
Dalakos' favorite track is definitely Road Atlanta. He's not the biggest fan of Daytona, but he doesn't mind it.
Ron Dude saying, drive it like you stole it, Panda.
Gotta get it going, Panda. Maybe he's fuel saving.
I'm just glad that these guys are stuck in it. As I say, we did unfortunately lose one driver on lap 1 after an instant putting at the back. But we are where we are. Still got 12 drivers in the field.
Running nice right now. Everybody's doing good.
I mean, the ideal world we'd have the pack together, but it's always tricky, isn't it, in a longer race like this?
I think Z and Panda are kind of battling again.
This game is not great at showing you who's who on that map. It just requires a bit of you trying to work it out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking.
It's nice
cars,
on.
like,
if there's one thing we could take from F1, it'd be like having that kind of something to indicate who's who would be great.
Yeah.
We could kind of figure it out right now.
With the colors on F1.
Yeah, makes it just that little bit easier, doesn't it?
It does. I'm still learning how to do all the menus for F1. It kind
Yeah.
of is a little bit different.
I think it's
like it.
It's a bit more built for spectator, I think.
Yeah, it's good. It's built for a commentator.
Yeah. Well, for a start, it doesn't take a driver's seat away, which is always a good bonus. Panda did talk about doing some comms during his first pit stop, so, but
I'd say focus on the race.
yeah, it's doing well right now. Only 12 seconds off the lead, but I think that the extra, like you say, that tyre wear factor is going to be big. Let's see.
How they doing turn 1 here?
It's 4 seconds. It is coming down. Boosted is slowly bringing in Mr. Clean, but he's also going to have a shorter stop. And I do think, unfortunately for these guys who doubted him on Friday, I think he, looking at that fuel tank, he probably is going close to lap 25, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's odd. And
he's got like 2 laps left, maybe 3 laps. Doubt
yeah,
it.
but that rear right again.
Cooked.
Yeah. Oh, smack
It's fighting him there.
The chat just saying if there's any way you can increase your mic volume. You sound loud and clear in my ear.
Yeah, I can do that. No, am I too loud for you?
No, absolutely fine. So we probably are getting towards the first pit window. As you see, Zaskar's just gone and dripped into the red. I'd have thought the majority of this field are doing 4 stops. I do have bad news for any of the drivers that may have the show in the background. I do think our championship winner, Boosted, is going to be doing 3. So, good luck.
Yeah, the way it looks. Yeah.
But there's still a long way to go. We're not at the quarter race stage at this point. I think we will see the sun before this is done. I'm pretty sure it's still on times for time setting, so we should see daylight. Ah, there you go. They can hear you now, loud and clear, Sweat.
Good. You're very welcome. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that.
I'll
give y'all a nice song when the sun comes up too. How about that?
Oh, Asfield's made it into the pits with 1% of fuel, 0% as he went through there. He's timed that to perfection.
You know that BRZ has the smallest fuel tank, so...
Right. Is this more than Jake's Citroen?
I think it's smaller than the Citroen, yeah.
Okay, that's right then.
Ooh,
yeah, I do, yeah, you saw that wiggle there from Mr. Clean. I think very much like Lando this morning, there's probably not many more frightening sights than boosted in your rear view mirror. Particularly right now, if you can see that he's got better tyres, better fuel, yeah.
Just all of it, and knowing you're getting hunted down by a shark.
Yeah.
Just, he smells blood.
And the chance of a mistake is slim. Yeah.
Definitely.
He shares a lot of traits with Mr. Verstappen. Did you watch the race this morning?
I did not, man. I was sleeping.
So here in the UK that was at 4 o'clock. So yeah, I was up at 3:30. What time was it there?
4 p.m.
4 a.m. 4 a.m. I was up at 3 p.m. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'll sleep well tonight. I'll tell you that.
It would be that would have been last night for me.
So you'd have been more of a stay up than a get up. Oh, Booster's in. There's me. Please don't know what I'm talking about. They're both in.
That's not what I expected. But I was playing a game till late last night and
fair enough.
Slept in.
Now, normally to the viewers, I wouldn't show you a pit stop battle here, but this is going to be really intriguing because they're coming in with a 2.2 second gap. Boosted stop is going to be less than Mr. Clean's. Let's see how closely they come out together. I'll say it's a beautiful looking car and livery combo, that Audi, as is the Porsche to be fair, but now will Mr. Clean get out ahead here? It's going to be key.
Another IORT driver. Most of the Americans are on IORT.
Yeah, you guys have been a great addition. Oh my goodness, they left. Oh, he's jumped in.
Oh, just barely. Let's see what happens here.
So he entered ahead, he's come out behind. He must, I think for this race, and this is, look, it's ridiculously early stages to be saying this, but he has to cling on to him here. He's got to stay in that slip. This probably is the race though. They've both got to go through the tyre warm-up phase together. But this is where the fuel saving, even if it didn't give him what he was hoping to achieve in practice on Friday, of getting to that lap 25 mark, it still shortened his pit stop. So he's still benefited. And look at the gap now to Dad, 8 seconds. So yeah, I don't want to say it's a 2-horse race, but it's very much looking that way. But I think for it to stay a 2-horse race, now what does he do? Does he stay in the slip and bump, or is he going to try and take his lead back? Let's see. We're soon going to find out. He's playing the long game. I think it's the sensible call, provided he can stick with Booster.
He's smart.
And listen, we're neutral here. We don't care if Booster wins again, fine. But we just want to see a race to the end, don't we? We don't want to see someone clearing off and winning by 2 minutes. But,
yeah, I'd like to see a good battle to the end, or at least somewhat close.
Yeah, and we will get back to some of the other battles in this field. But right now, we have a battle for the race lead. We have to stick with that. Is he again going to hold
behind a little bit, and there's not much going on. There's a little battle or two, but mainly they're just following along right now, doing bump draft pairs.
Oh, he's got a run here. Is he going to potentially make a move into the hairpin? Problem is, as soon as you get ahead, you're just going to be the guy towing the other guy, aren't you? So
yeah, and it's going to come down to a pit stop. I bet.
And I wonder if he's thinking, he's obviously, say, fuel on me in that first stint. Now, can I sit in here for this next stint and do it back to him?
Can I use his draft to save more fuel? How can I do this? Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's chess. It's not checkers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And checkmate's going to come a long ways from now.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you enjoy last night's race? That was my first proper oval race. We did that oval cup, which was a bit of fun, but I tell you what, I had a blast last night. It was fun. Yeah. And if you told me at the start of the year that probably my favourite sprint race of the year was going to be an oval race, I would say not in a million years. But I loved it. It was good fun. The party chat was good. Normally I dropped out the party, but I realised quite early on that actually last night being in the party was a benefit.
Yes.
Other than the time I got absolutely shafted and was told we were working together to be ditched, but other than that,
that was rough. Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely something I want to do again. Maybe I felt a bit Fowler close last night because his championship was affected by it, and it was hard to do as like a serious race when you've got a lot of us Europeans have never done an oval race in our life. Here we go though. He's not sitting anymore.
Oh yeah, he had a run that on that straight there. I'm pretty sure that's that potential energy out of the draft.
Absolutely, this is close. This is really close. Oh my word! I'm trying to go around the outside there.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's built.
Yeah.
Daytona is oval track is just another animal. You wouldn't think it would be that fun, or that you wouldn't even think it'd be difficult. But doing it for a length of time, it's hard. You really got to hold on. Any slight bump will throw you.
Oh, absolutely. Chunk's just offered to join us, so I think we'll take up that offer. Just bear with me. Hope this isn't interrupting from the broadcast. Let me just get him in. Can't find him. Right,
I think I told y'all Daytona was the first track I ever drove on.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is it. Mr. Clean's got it done. Into the bus stop. Interesting. Now, actually, what is it even more interesting here, Smack, is that Bruce is now the one low on fuel.
What? Chunky said he's not even online yet, but...
Oh, no, who is? I just...
Chippewa.
We will have a quick through around the field minute, but this is... Boost is coming straight back. He's up on the higher back.
Man, they're battling. Yeah, I mean, you'd think, hey, it's a long, long race. No, it's I want P1. No, I want P1. No, I want P1.
Right. Oh, Boost has gone deep. Mr. Clean takes it back. Oh, this is some battle, man. And this is we're at the quarter race part.
We're a quarter in.
And we've got two guys going hammer and tongue. Oh, Boost is around the outside of a flat out corner. He takes it back. This is absolutely incredible.
Is he going to do an over under? Oh, Boost just shut the door.
Yeah,
a little bump. Little bump there, and VTech backed up. Mr. Clean backed off due to safety.
But what he's going to be careful of now is he might lose that slip.
Yeah, that was a That was a shut door. That door got slammed. And what happened there was VTEC had momentum and he bumped Boosted, and Boosted ended up getting a boost off of it.
Absolutely.
Boosted got a boost. But yeah, that's definitely what happened there.
Yeah, we have talked about this before, haven't we? This is one of the beauties of this league is you've got European racing style, US racing style coming together at times, and I think we're probably not as nice as you guys, which is strange when you watch NASCAR, but but I think generally speaking, on the out you don't get a lot of room on the outside. You get the room that you have to give, but you're not going to get the red carpet thrown down. But the issue is, guys, he's done a nice sporting thing, and I'm not saying for 1 minute here Boosted should back up, but he's now lost the slipstream. He's got to try and get himself back in.
1 second gap, but whose fuel's better?
It is Mr. Clean's. He's better at the minute.
So when it comes down to the next pit stop, who's going to end up on the advantage? Boosted's not in a slip either, seeing he's alone up there. Is the Porsche faster than the Audi in the straights? That's the question.
I don't think the Porsche is rapid on shape, but I don't think the Audi's either, is it? But
no.
Oh, here we go though. Talking of ding dongs, look at this one.
Dad has got 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom, boom.
Now Lucky, he's struggling on tyres. Decent fuel, so he's obviously trying to just get a pit stop back somehow. He's got Zascar all over the back of him. Panda's off the back there. We will go back and check on that battle at the front, but right now we'll just keep an eye on this one. Oh, Zascar really wants to look at the tyre difference.
Zascar's giving him the dance moves behind, not really letting him know which way he's going to go. He's like, you can defend over here, you can defend over there, defend over here, over there. All right, watch this.
Oh, Lucky's done a good job with that livery, man. It's nice. Yeah. And is that a reference? That's a Die Hard reference on the top. My favourite action movie to this day. Still not been topped, in my opinion. Right.
Die Hard. Some people say that's a Christmas movie, correct?
Me and my wife say it is, and we watch it every Christmas Eve once our little one's gone down to bed. That is our Christmas Eve movie.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I watch comedies more than anything else.
Okay.
I'm a funny guy, so.
No, you are, to be fair. We were only earlier today when we went out for breakfast when we were talking about comedies. And we can come back to those in a moment. I'm sure we're going to have some fitter time during this race, but that time is not now. Lucky, on no tyres, has somehow got ahead of Dad into turn 1.
Goodness gracious.
Zascar's trying to get a move. Now he couldn't get past Lucky. He's trying to get past Dad. He's got a Honda, just big butt of a Honda.
On his front bumper.
Oh my word, this is so close. These guys are bumper to bumper. We're joined by Chunky, right in the middle of a heat of battle here. Good evening, Chunk. You join us as we have Lucky with absolutely no tyres clinging on to P3 from a pack of cars here.
I take it Lucky has had to pit for some
I don't know what happened, but lap 1 was dramatic. I think as our head steward you might be busy, who knows, but something went down.
Smiley leave and put in, taken up lap 1, no thanks. So I thought,
yeah, I don't know fully what happened though. There was a bit of contact and someone went across the grass, but Lucky got damage out of that, Alicos damage out of that has. Gloss went on his own after that, so there's quite a lot of people off strategy. So
it's a challenging first corner though, especially when you come in a group with slipstream.
And obviously starting on a night race as well, where the tyres and brakes are cold. But Lucky pitted early. He's obviously done an amazing job on his fuel. He's gone a hell of a long way to try and get that back, but he's got no tyres. And everyone behind him's carrying more fuel but got tyres. But he got past that and he's clinging on.
The Lexus, to be fair, is not bad on fuel, especially somewhere around here. And there's so many opportunities to lift and go.
We've seen a lot of it, haven't we, Smack?
Can I join this lobby, or am I going to glitch it?
I asked Smack if he could just do the shared screen, if that's okay. Just because if someone joins and which obviously we can't rule out because Gran Turismo doesn't do password lobbies, but someone might join it. But imagine if you got that glitch as you were coming through the chicane, it would be horrible.
Hopefully it gets boosted.
Zascar's at the inside.
Quit playing with your food.
Zascar's at the inside of Dad. I think it's done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It got done.
I've got to say, for me, Zaskar is the most improved this season. It
yeah.
all seems to have happened. Well, we say that, but he's been in second, but it's like a silent second. He just appeared there.
That's exactly what we said, wasn't it, Smack? Everyone, you look at what Apex has done, and obviously he's won a few races, and Fishtail's shown some real turns of pace. People forget that obviously Zaskar won in Fuji, but he has just taken that P2 really without, like you say, under the radar.
Top 5 almost every race, yeah.
And now he's right up the chuff of a 2-time Sprint Cup champion here.
I think the problem with Apex's issue is he either wins or has a terrible race.
Yeah, win or bin a little bit.
Yeah, it's never undramatic.
Which is where Zaskar's done so well. And look at him here. You know, this is to take P3, and this will be a net P3. Yes, there's still a long way to go.
That Lexus will be super difficult through these corners now with the understeer and the tyre wear. That'll be pushing so much through those faster corners.
Absolutely. You know, Le Mans corner, is that what the bus stop's called? I should know this, I'm sorry, Smack. And I'm relying on your track knowledge here.
Oh shoot, I don't know.
But as Tech is saying, send it into Le Mans. I presume that's the bus stop. Oh, look, he defends well.
Just got a couple bit too much legs on it there.
But we've seen a lot of people defend that inside line, go deep into this corner, then get done into the next hairpin. Yep, could we have the same again here? We might have the same.
No. Oh, he's on the.
Look, he's defending really well.
He's got the best of both worlds here, Zaskar, because that Porsche is notoriously good for its exit traction in the track, being able to get up in the traction zones, and that Lexus will definitely be struggling now.
Yeah.
Look, he's done sensational here, and one of his biggest skills is, yes, he's quick, but he's got such mental strength. Whatever happened early on in the race, he's just thought, right, I am where I am, how do I get myself back in it? Thank you, Azteca. I've been calling it the bus stop chicane, I apologise, it's obviously the Le Mans chicane.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, look at Panda. Panda's
Panda
from nowhere there.
But Panda, if you're listening, Panda, you've got to look after those tyres in this stint, especially that rear right, if you can.
I know that Ferrari's a little bit worse for wear on tires. But
Zaskar, is he going to go for it here? No, he's bumping.
No, he's going to he's going to keep using his draft buddy right now, I think.
Well, they must all know that Lucky's out of sync here.
Yeah, they will do.
So you can actually use him to protect yourself here, knowing he's out of sync.
Yeah, if you get around him, it's not going to be much of a safety net kind of deal.
No, definitely. Looking at the map, Boosted has obviously got a bit of a gap now on Mr. Clean, but Mr. Clean has got more fuel, so they're going to come out clean. Ron says ignore them, go for broke.
He's talking to you, Panda.
Yeah, he's listening to you, Ron.
He's going for it.
He's getting the drag off Lucky as well now. He will be getting the drag off Lucky.
Oh, it's close.
How they doing in turn one? Oh, gracious, hit them brakes. Good job.
Good move from Panda there.
Ron, if there had been an incident there, I think Chunky would have ruled against you for Insight and Panda.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow! What a move that is by Panda at the inside of Lucky. Lucky's defended so well. He's about to lose two places.
Them tyres are completely cooked now on that Lexus.
Oh, Z said, alright, hold on.
I don't know, Azteca's basically just given us all the info I should have looked at before the race, but sorry, I was eating chocolate, Azteca, but...
Appreciate you.
Yeah, turn 3 is the Rodriguez something, or have I missed the last bit?
Is Azteca Danica Patrick? Oh no, actually she wouldn't know what the corners are called.
Azteca's given me more knowledge tonight than Danica Patrick's done in 5 years, but yeah.
Yeah, Azteca's our newest member of IORT.
Oh! So is Dad getting through now as well?
Yeah, that's done for Lucky now.
Wow, look at this though.
And the bump's going to push Z up. Yep.
Lucky getting shuffled back there. Once that tyre wear kicks in, that Lexus is not fun after driving it for the full 24. Well, we didn't drive it for the 24 hours.
Oh, Z's out of the slip. What's going to happen?
Yeah. Oh, they're into the. I'm going to quit the right thing. Le Mans chicane. Oh, it's super late on the brakes there. That
Porsche is good through there.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see what. It should be a good old view here from Lucky's period. Oh yeah,
I'll
look
tell
at
you,
this
little battle between these three though is allowing Panda to escape that slipstream a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, Chunk, you missed a fun one last night.
It would not have been fun in the endurance BMW, I can tell you that for an absolute fact.
It wasn't that much fun in the Renault, to be honest with you, but...
it was
wow!
Oh. Diving!
Oh, I was going to say they're good friends, normally Lucky and Dad,
you can't see
former
nothing
teammate.
about that Lexus,
I think if Lucky loses them now through this infield, I think we may see him dive into the pits.
Yeah. We're talking to losing them just very quickly. I want to take. Oh, hang on. Let's just get back to Zaska's right back up on Panda's chuff here. Well, I was checking, you're not wrong. So last night there's a lot of draft alliances going on last night, and I don't want to bring it up again. But Mr. Dunn, MG Dunn, said to me, "Ship, if you let me pass, stay in my draft, and I'll drag us up there." So I let him pass, and then he just cleared off down the road and left me for dead.
But isn't that your fault for not staying in his draft?
No, Alakos was there as well, and he said, "I think we should just need to drop back to bring Ship with us." And he just said, "No, leave Ship, let's go."
Yeah, you did.
You should know never to trust the Scottish, mate.
No, never trust the Scottish.
It's very sneaky.
Yeah, Ron, you laugh now. I can tell you now. I'll let it go now. But
I'm half Brit, half Scot.
To say, Ron, that I was not impressed last night with an understatement, but I've let it go now. Because I'll tell you what, but I thought I'm never going to enjoy an oval race. I loved that oval racing. It was great.
This is it. Are we turning into NASCAR shippo now?
Oh, mate. Do you know what was fun? I'll tell you what, Chum, it's a good workout. Other than you get a bit of cramp in your right leg, your right leg just doesn't move for 45 minutes.
Start gassing with your heel. Don't use the tip of your foot. Just push your heel into it.
Someone gave me the tip last night about digging my arms in, because my arms were just killing by the end. But it was a good workout, man. You don't need to do CrossFit if you just do 45 minutes of the tri-over.
Ronnie said he can't believe he fell for that with Dunn.
Hookline and sinker, Ronnie, I fell for it.
Yeah, that's the all-time classic, isn't it? Oh, just let me through and I'll help you, yeah, boy.
It's the fact that Alakos felt bad about it.
He did.
He's such a nice guy.
What has happened to Alakos?
Panda,
hold on to that. What has happened to Alakos in this race?
Early flat one.
It's whatever happened to that one. I don't know what went down, but he was definitely. Okay. Or the first time I saw him, he was going across the grass, which I think is a suboptimal line out of turn one.
It depends how much of the track you cut. If you go to the other side where the oval is and cut across there, it can be quite a quick lap time.
There's a famous move in NASCAR from Dale Earnhardt called the pass in the grass, so you can ask him about that. Oh, wait.
Well, Ron, what I'll tell you is we've obviously got our race next week. It's reverse grid, which means Mr. Dunn has to come from the back, does he not? So I will be seeing him again round this oval. Yes. So, as a great man once said, I don't report, I remember. So yeah, Mr. Dunn, you have got to come past me next week. It might be the hardest overtake you've had of the season. So
to be fair, I am the one
somehow
who
I
took
don't think it will be.
I don't think
it will be going down the straight.
It will be when he's in the wall.
As head steward, I'll pretend I didn't hear any of that conversation then, and I'll completely condone your actions.
Oh no, I accidentally weaved across, oh dear, what a shame.
I might join as a reserve just to take him out.
Zaskar all over Panda. We're going to see us into turn one again. Azteca's asking for help.
There's some amazing liveries tonight.
Yeah,
Lucky's in.
I cannot believe he's been able to go that. Oh, what a move! What a move! Alakoshi wins your votes for overtake of the season. We can have mine right there. Oh no, Panda's flashing.
Racing, son.
Oh, you know, Panda will just flash continuously now. He loves the old flash of the lights.
That was
Dad's right there as well. Dad is right there. And little Debbie.
Zaskar's getting a lot of love from the YouTube comment section. But I mean, if he can come away from here with a podium, I mean, my God.
He's got to do it all again next week.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, he's underassuming on purpose. I promise y'all that. He's better than he always comes across.
Look at Ronnie stirring it right up. You're not going to put up with that, Panda. I'll tell you, Ronnie, if there's a massive incident here, you're in for a first race of the season race ban. Little instigator.
Now,
Ronnie.
As Adakos been able to drag it, it's so hard to work out where people are. I bet you had this, because look, he's obviously pitting this lap, but again, done a marathon stint in the second stint. to try and draw himself back into it.
I've got to say that Porsche out of all the cars is, I think, the car to be able to do that with. To be able to get those long stints in, save the tyres, save the fuel.
Ooh, he's on 0.1 or
yeah,
something.
we saw, was it Asriel first, didn't he? Went in on 1 and it was 0 by the time he got there.
I could see Alico's coasting in a minute.
Me too, right here out of this, into this corner, it's going to hit nothing.
It's basically fumes, But they've both done well. Him and Lucky has dragged themselves back into this.
It's good to see that they haven't just left as well.
No,
it's so easy to do, especially with a long race like this.
Alico's made it just.
Oh, Panda on the grass.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
You got to remember, you know. Oh man, they got a penalty too.
That seems harsh. When you go on the grass, lose
Alico's zero fuel.
Oh goodness.
Alico's was on 0 when he went in.
Yeah, I don't know how he's managed that. Panda's rear right is taking an absolute pounding again.
To be fair, SH Dunn is going to leave the league after the season anyway, because I said to him yesterday, if you do not win in that SLS, you're gone.
To be fair, someone did kill him, didn't they? They did. He did say goodbye to everyone at the end.
It was not his fault. He was in the lead. He was killing it. We came up on back markers, and we were pushing the back markers along, doing great. And then all of a sudden, that energy built up, and it dominoed 1, 2, 3. And I mean, y'all can watch my stream. It was all perfectly caught. Somebody went completely sideways in front of him, and then came across the track towards Jake and ghosted last second.
All I'm going to say, Z, is he's gone.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Him and Ronnie at this point, they're both exiting the league.
It's gone. It's been last race season, so it's supposed to be about love. It's just bands and frets going left, right, and centre.
Oh, here we go. Dad's trying to get Dad's going to be past here because Panda's got a penalty anyway. Oh, he's bumping him.
But he's through.
Little Debbie's on the loose now.
Let's have a quick look at the situations up front. See, these two were neck and neck. There was a little coming together.
Checked out here.
Yeah, and then Mr. Clean did back off a little bit, but they were fighting bumper to bumper, weren't they, for a little bit?
Look at the lap times from Boosted. How consistent can you get?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Well, that's the thing. I mean, look, Mr. Clean's times aren't slow, are they? But
no.
He's doing a mid 45 now and again, whereas Boost is doing a 45 lap after lap after lap after lap. That's the difference. And
I can't help but think that Boosted's managing as well.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is what's quite frightening. He's outright fastest. He's probably the best on tyre saving, best on fuel saving. It's one hell of a trio. Because look at Mr. Clean, he's 14.5 seconds clear of the rest of the field. You know,
not slow.
No, he's to be that far in front of the rest of the field. You're flying. I mean, that's harsh. I'm so bored.
Oh, Hodge, brother. Let's go drop in on Hodge
only another 3 hours next week, mate. It's fine.
The Zaskar's pulled out now, isn't he? The slip of Dad's.
Yeah, he's 1.8 away.
I think that Porsche is a lot quicker on its own down the straight than the NSX is.
Yeah, quite potentially. Dad's had a really solid race though. He's definitely seems to get more out of that NSX than he did the Mercedes. I think it's a good switch.
We did a couple of fun races the other night, and he was right up front in all of them.
And you know, Smack came. Oh, I mean, what were you, Smack, with him winning that race last night? 2 tenths, was it?
Yeah, I was third. Yeah,
it was mad.
Yeah, I was fourth in qualifier. Led 12 of the qualifier laps. And third in the.
We'll do it again.
I led the race for about maybe 4 seconds.
I think,
you know what they say, don't you, Smack? If you ain't first, you're last.
I think as a fun event it would be good, because I felt, like I said, a bit bad at Coast last night, because it's like he's fighting for a championship and the race at times is a bit ridiculous. Mainly because us Europeans just didn't really know what we were doing. I know it's just keeping your flat foot down and turning left occasionally. But
faster than left, isn't it?
But I think if you took away the pressure of like a championship fight and just did it for fun, because the thing was, it was like at random times people just binned it like out of nowhere, didn't they? It was like a horror film at times. Yeah.
You never think it'd be so difficult just to hold somebody's draft, but it does unsettle the car so much.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And that yellow line, I mean, it's flat below that yellow line there, and if you drop below that, doing 180 mile an hour, 186 mile an hour, I mean, that's going to unsettle your car. Somebody's right behind you, ready to give you a bump draft.
The draft speed is crazy. Like, so out the draft, Renault top speed 174. In the draft, I was doing 189. It was just absolutely insane.
Oh, that poor little Renault engine wouldn't have been like
mate,
that.
The noise was horrendous. I was on that rev limiter for 45 minutes. It was just like...
NASCARs do nowadays. They do about 208 around this track. Back then, they did about 215.
Do you know what I find mad about at NASCAR? They will just drive into each other at any moment. They're just like, yeah, I'm fed up with this guy in front of me. Bye.
Yep. They. Yep. Get out my way. If you don't, I'll move you.
Yeah, I find that crazy. That is actually allowed.
And what? There's no kind of like.
An hour.
There's no kind of 5-second stop penalty or anything.
No. Those guys just go. Do you know what? I don't fancy this guy in front of me anymore. He's going.
Tired of him. And let me tell you, just a little secret, not really, but in that racing, there's teams, of course, and all that. You'll have a driver who's not doing so great in the championship or whatever, but he's up there in 6th place, and this guy in 5th place is high in the championship, but he's on the team you trying to knock out, Well, buddy gets the call. Turn 4, turn 3, take his ass out. Like, excuse my French, but
that's crazy.
I find it so funny that you just see a line of Toyotas on one side. It's like just a full team effort, isn't it? It's just one line of cars.
It is. They are the epitome of team.
Yeah. Like a bit like a cycling race, really, when you see that in the Olympics.
100%.
The thing when I watched that the Netflix series, I don't like that playoff system. I like a championship won over a whole year. I think you really earn it. It's like in football for me. Like, I know it's been the League Cup final today, but I'd always rather win the league than win the cup, because the league you win over 9 months, a cup you 5-6 games, and I think I'd like last season's F1 championship, for example, it was so fascinating because you had this guy who had a lead early on, he's being hauled back. I think we're going to see something similar this year, whereas with a playoff system, you lose all of that.
I don't know. Big time. I agree. I miss the old school NASCAR.
Yeah, to be fair, if you've been the best over a championship, you should win it. Yeah. You shouldn't be the best all the way to a round, and then some guy who's been finishing 7th or 8th wins it.
Well, what we're watching right now, like on 2 or 3 weeks, Lucky, for example, has been the best driver, and then occasionally we've had Honda, haven't we? We've had, I'm just trying to think, but over the whole 16 races, there's absolutely no doubt who the best driver's been. It's been the guy that's leading this one as well.
But I have to say, with Boosted as well, the most of the time where he doesn't win at the minute, it's been his own doing. Like Brands Hatch,
there's a couple of times where
he nerfed himself.
I've got to say at Bathurst and Watkins, Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky was faster.
Last week would have been interesting. I know Booster did nerf himself and start the back, but Lucky's lap times really were matched. And this is the thing, Lucky, and I think can do it once a month, once every 5 races. It reminds me a little bit.
It's very track dependent. When he's on a track he really likes, he is incredible round there. Like,
it's a little bit like in the Mercedes dominating years, Max every now and again just came out of nowhere, won one race, didn't he? And that's kind of how we've ended up. But you know what?
With Lucky practicing, the more he puts in, I think next season will be closer for everybody.
Yeah,
I think a few people changing cars and stuff like that, and I think a lot of this at the minute now is down to how many hours people are putting in. Obviously,
and I think when some of my friends, they don't really get motor racing, and that's fine, but because your friend. But when they said it looked like it was boring when Max was winning all the time, just happened obviously. It is, but I said it sets up the next story, because when it comes to an end, it's a big story, wasn't it? When McLaren started coming back at them, and now it's the story. And when somebody does topple Boosted eventually, or at least come, that will be the big story in our racing. That's what is fascinating. Or even in the football this year, Man City have dominated for 5 years, but now someone comes across and eventually knocks them off their perch. That is sport, isn't it?
Indeed. You can only be the best for so long. Somebody's always going to be better than you.
Absolutely. Right, where are we at now? Zaskar's pulling away, isn't he? I don't think you can ever say you're comfortable when there's still 62 laps to go, but he's looking pretty good to this podium.
Zaskar's having a great drive now. Mm-hmm. He's slowly edging away from Dad. Dad and Panda fighting is not going to help them. Realistically, they should be at this stage in the race. I would be saying to Dad, they'll be in a party together. We need to bump draft ourselves back up to Zascar.
Yeah. But again, that rear right of Panda's just taking a pan. It might not be anything he can do.
Super heavy on the right rear, on the rears, isn't it?
And that fights him through that infield.
And would the pad I know they have balanced out pad versus wheel, haven't they? But I still think the tyre wear's naturally going to be better on pedals than controller, you'd think.
The Ferrari's not good though, like Steven suffers with it as well, Papa Steven and the GT. That's why I think it does so well in the sprint, because it doesn't have that as a factor at all.
Yeah, because it just gets to run without the worry of burning itself down. It doesn't fall off, it just stays steady. And that's the thing with the Ferrari. If it's able to not fall off, if it's able to not burn tire, it performs super well. But they've heard it with the tire wear and the fuel.
The Porsche is incredibly good. It's, I think, from what I see, it's sort of what the bop of all the cars is based on.
And I kind of understand it a little, but not at the same time. Of course, I use the Porsche. I love the Porsche. It's my favorite car. It's one of my favorite cars in real life, anyway.
It's one of my favorite cars in real life. I've never wanted to use it that much in this because it, at one point, Chuck, is an ultra popular car, wasn't it, in our first season? But yeah, it's one of my favorite cars in real life. I definitely might start looking at it.
It's
one issue, Smack, is that problem off the line, isn't it? Off the line.
Yeah.
All Panda's on the grass. He saved it somehow.
Yeah, that's its one weakness, is the takeoff. It will not launch. But other than that,
so I thought I was just trying to see where else there's battles on track. That's Airman coming up, I think, to lap. So look,
nobody's battling. Everybody's just running. Asriel's fell back to 9th.
I'm really not surprised in that BRZ.
Pitting again, lap 38. Yeah.
If it's any consolation to Haas, his car looks beautiful.
It does actually. All the cars look amazing.
Yeah.
They do.
I mean, it's around here. It's hard not to look good as well, isn't it? It brings the best out of your car, and
Yeah.
Although I did say to Smack, I'd thought we'd be going to the daytime by the end of the race, certainly. Yeah,
it's going to be thinking about pitting soon. He's absolutely clear.
I think they're just going to be bang on the 40s. I think it looks like it's just going to be 4 stops every 20 laps. Come on, Panda, we were kind of relying on you here to give us a battle. We've had a lot of battles, though, haven't we, over the course of this first race? It's just we are at that point now, I think, where we're naturally going to start seeing some splits. Chunk, you've done a fair bit of endurance racing recently, haven't you?
Yep.
Is this something that you've had to kind of deal with like just doing a little bit of solo racing at times, I'd imagine?
Yeah, to be fair, in the 24-hour of this, there was quite a lot of... Yeah, to be fair, endurance racing, I think that's what it is. I think 80-90% of the time you're on your own.
You're just trying to hold on to your line, do what you're supposed to do, keep your strategy.
Lap time, isn't it? You're just constantly looking at lap time.
I
to be fair, you don't really want to be in and around the cars because that just hemorrhages time.
I couldn't quite read Quiet Bird's comment there. Did he say is it about 3 hours? Did he say?
It is a 3-hour race, sir.
Yeah. We worked out that roughly 100. It sounds good as well, doesn't it? Daytona 100 be around 3 hours. So season 1 we did 3 hours of Le Mans in mixed conditions, which made a very interesting race. And last year was the Nürburgring 24-hour layout, which again was an epic race, didn't it, Chunk? If you remember, where between Airman and Boosted, wasn't it?
And Honda was up
and
there.
Honda, sorry,
Honda,
yeah, and I know Honda's watching tonight, but really was. And then this year Daytona. The plan when we first set up the league was to rotate between Boosteds in. Rotate between the famous ones. We've got Le Mans, Nürburgring, Daytona, Bathurst and Spa was the plan to rotate the finale throughout those 5. Not sure people say nice when it's Bathurst, but we'll see.
Quiet Bird, the one American here is Smack. Is Smack Attack Mac, by the way.
See, what's interesting, Smack, is we were saying how much more fuel Mr. Clean had but over the course of the stint, it's kind of balanced out.
Yeah.
That'll be Panda. That'll be boosted. Sorry, fuel saving. Once he gets a gap, he's very clever at being able to manage.
Yeah, and that was because we thought that he might be able to come back in, didn't we? Because they were really close for a few laps, but then, yeah, his booster's just been able to take it on.
Boosted going with not 100% fuel there. 94% fuel. See what.
But you know,
97.
I think Chunk hit the nail on the head earlier. Is this guy is so fast, yet he's probably the most dedicated guy as well. And that, again, we talked earlier about his similarities with Verstappen, but that's what they say about Max. He's the fastest, naturally most talented, and works the hardest. So, yeah, trying to see that through. It's my pet hate. I will never quit a race. Never ever. I'd have had that spot, bro. I'd have had that spot, and you could have done the cons.
With boosted, I will say that is one thing that is super. You can come on at any day, and he is practicing. Like, he will be there practicing. So it makes a massive difference, and it pays off for him. You can't. You know, I know people might say, it gets boring like Verstappen, but at the end of the day, everyone else needs to get better.
Yeah.
It's not about it being about him. It's the fact that everyone else needs to improve.
I'm not a huge Red Bull fan, but on their Instagram they put a thing of it was what you see, which was him popping champagne every week, and then what we see, and it was Max like fitness training, sim, you know, doing all those horrible bits.
I don't think there's any F1 driver in the world that even comes remotely close to the amount of sim time he puts in there across all different platforms.
No, absolutely. Has wants an invite. That's good. Am I allowed to lambast him for quitting the race live on the stream?
You can do whatever you want to do. He deserves it. Zascar literally got in there on zero. Fuel was completely empty as it went in.
That 94% fuel, won't be an accident, will it?
Yeah, look, he's back here on the back of Panda and.
Apex hit the point they boosted, set the standard.
Yeah, it's up to everybody else we've got to catch him.
One thing I like in this community is that people see it as that it's not, when there's a problem we need to, it's like, no, that's what we've got to do. He's shown us what we need to do. If you want to win this is the level you're going to have to be at.
Yeah, it's not like, oh man, I have no chance. It's okay, alright, I get it, sounds good.
But what might happen is, I don't know if any of you guys have, I don't know, Smack, if you are a soccer fan, but I watched recently the Jurgen Klopp documentary chunk. And the reason he had to leave Liverpool is he said the level I have to get to beat Manchester City is so high that I am absolutely exhausted. Because they were getting, so normally to win the English Premier League is about 80 points. Liverpool 3 seasons got to 97, 98 points, still didn't win it. Missed out by like 1.2 point, and eventually they did it. But it's just, for the coach that did it, he eventually had to retire, even though they were like pretty much in their peak. He just said, it's just killing me to get to this standard.
Exhausted. Yeah.
And I think, unfortunately, from you guys, like, it ain't gonna be me. If you're gonna beat this guy, you're probably gonna have to be at that type of level.
You're gonna have to be a little bit exhausted. You're gonna have to kind of whoop yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. For a few weeks here, I've been really out of sync with stuff on my car and just driving in general. I don't know why. And this last weekend, I found something again, and I got really back in touch with my car. So
it's good. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm thinking the same. Absolutely. You were brilliant last night. I've got to. What we're talking about boosters, what I feel I would need to do to try and get up there and compete in the GT class is like, if you're going to match Zascar, Fishtail, Apex, I think similarly to trying to, it's like representative to Chunky trying to go up to boosted. It's not what I need to do to get it to those guys. It ain't going to come easily. It's going to be hard work.
Yeah, it's definitely. I had a race Friday night with Azriel in another little league, and I pulled a third place out in that.
Nice.
And I was the only B driver in there, and I felt really good about that. And then yesterday with a third, so I don't know. I'm just getting back into it again.
It's a nice feeling, isn't it? When I was able to get, I got a third in Monaco on F1, which I haven't played with. It just gives you a bit of confidence, because it can be confidence sapping at times when you're struggling, can't it? But
I just wish they sorted the bops out on this. I just wish they didn't have such metas and switch it around so much. I don't know why they just don't make it that every car is competitive, but its attributes are different.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be good, because I do like the peaks and troughs throughout the season, but it is probably too much.
But you could test for weeks and weeks and weeks pre-season, select a car, and it gets nerfed the day of the start of the season, and your season's ruined.
And some people don't feel the differences when they change it. Some people don't even realize anything changed, and then other people are like, holy crap, this is incredibly different, and so on and so forth. And some differences change people's driving styles.
I don't know how Lucky is doing this, and Lucky's on such worn tyres as well. He's driving out of his skin.
He's having a great drive again. Such a shame that he got that damage at the beginning though, because it would have been interesting to see. But to be fair, you got to remember he was part of the 24-hour group, and this is the car we did it in. We did it in this Lexus.
And again, you talk about consistency earlier. All of his times, I know every now and again it glitches. Like Gran Turismo's having a glitch at the minute, but they're all in the 46s again.
Love his livery.
Yeah, same.
Such a cool livery that is. He's had a great season though, and I've got to say another guy that's right up there with most improved. And I will say he is equally as dedicated as somebody like Boosted. The amount of hours this guy puts in, fair play to him. You can get on it pretty much any day in the week other than a Thursday, and lucky he'll be on.
Indeed.
No, it's true. That's why I've had to take a bit of a break on ACC. I was contemplating giving a break on WRC, but I just enjoy it too much, because you just realise, God man, you've got to be so dedicated to get there. But I just enjoy WRC too much not to do it.
I had to stop on
the
that.
The thing is though, you can do too much though. You can also practice yourself out
that's
of
it.
pace.
And the only issue, that's what I was thinking to exactly that, because if you put all your eggs in that one basket and that race goes not well, you'd be so annoyed. And I love the beauty that WRC just lets you drop in when you've got a window, which with the type of life I have as a dad and working is good. That you just, I've got an hour, I'll do it now. Like, Panda's back on to dad. I'll tell you what, from this view, you really see how steep that banking is.
Do you know, I think we may see Lucky potentially go with a hard tyre strategy at some stage during this race.
Just to try and get that
to try and bring
there.
himself back up to some sort of... Oh, look at him catching up on him though. Look at that slip. And the bump.
Oh. Yeah, that's right, Apex. I remember this. They came across each other. It was a daily race at Spa where Lucky and Apex found each other.
Zaz, Alicos, and Azriel is on our team. And technically Panda, and technically Dad.
Panda's a member of the...
I believe Panda's a part of IORT, yeah. He's done all the steps to be a part of it, I think so. I might be wrong, but I believe so.
Thank you. Sorry, just getting some light refreshments. It's a long old. We're not even at the halfway point yet. We're not even at the halfway point.
I'm already hanging out over here. I had me I puffed the Magic Dragon already.
Normally I'm quite disciplined with what I eat, but today I've been for breakfast, a full English breakfast. I've eaten chocolate at Cabbage World, and now I'm having pizza. I'm just getting it all out of my system in one day.
Yeah,
I'm back on it tomorrow.
Panda looks desperate here to get around the back of Lucky.
We must know that Lucky's off strat, and
I think they all do. Every time he gets Lucky sort of gets around him, Panda uses it as an opportunity to escape Dad.
Because every lap that Lucky can keep them behind is surely helping them keep clawing it back as the race goes on.
Aztec, Mr. Clean IV Tech is also IORT.
Hey man, you guys are taking over.
We won't have VTech for much longer. Maybe he may not renew PlayStation.
What?
I saw that the other week.
Panda,
yeah, you remember that?
Has he got it done? No.
He has, no. I also need to send Ronnie a tenner here because he's just said, I think Lucky and Chunky are definitely up there with Boosted. I'll slip you that tenner later, Ronnie. Appreciate it, mate. You can stay in the league now.
To be fair, Chung, we all said on Friday that you could. I said, obviously, without being old, in terms of you're having that 16 races a long season, isn't it? And I think on one night event, you're so good.
I haven't got the time to be putting the hours these guys.
I said that there's a reason why you're so good in those one night events, because it's like no one's going to practice it, like, and it's just done on instinct. So you've done really well in some of those, haven't you?
Yeah. I just haven't got the time to put in to this like some of the others do.
Okay, I love you. He's made it stateside. I thought he had it done into turn 1.
I'll tell you who else though is right up there at the minute is Alicos. I know he's not having a good race here, but his end of season at the minute has been absolutely phenomenal. His and Lucky's has been phenomenal.
Air's another one you can never sleep on. He's always just there.
Yeah, I think it's hard because you're seeing him in that car that's not great at the minute, which sort of it does make a difference. Like somewhere like this, it makes a huge difference.
Car choice will be a big factor again, as you say.
Maybe that's the key next year, Ronnie. Maybe next season I just bottomless brunch every race weekend.
Y'all see that bump, that energy bump, that 1, 2, 3.
And it's
it pushed him wide. He couldn't do anything about that. He couldn't slow down.
So you think that affected him, that bump from earlier on? Oh, they're going side by side through here.
Yeah.
Lucky and Dad, good friends, former teammates. Oh, they're still side by side.
It's like one of those office man desk toys, you know what I'm talking about, with the balls, and you just or whatever they go back. Yeah,
that
it's
is
like
one.
that.
That is one thing they need to improve is the collision model on this game.
So you think that tap, even before the braking zone, has just been a nut that Panda just couldn't recover from it, Smack? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
The problem with T1 here is it flattens out as well, doesn't it? From you haven't just got the speed, you've got the turning whilst you're braking, and the track levels out from the banking, so you've got all of those things playing against you when you're trying to slow down.
And you can't be on the brakes and turn in that corner at all, or you're gonna spin. So you gotta commit brakes or turn. And he had to slow down, so that was unavoidable. Completely unavoidable.
I tell you, it's benefiting his ass, isn't it? Really looking comfortable.
He's having a good time right now.
It's great to see all these guys, the improvements all of these guys have made. Like, it's really good to see.
Well, it's mad. They're thinking I've had quite an average season. I've got our results from last season, this season. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like a second and a half, 2 seconds faster, but it's still just mid-pack. It's like that just shows how far the people have come up.
It's crazy because me and Boosted were talking the other week. It was just me and him left online, and we were saying when you actually look at our group of drivers as ERL, there's at least 7, 8 to 10 of us that are within the top 300-400 in the world all the time on times. It's it's crazy when you think like that. Normally you join a league, and if you were in the top 200-300, you'd be winning that league.
Yeah.
It's,
I think I've already invited Faz. Invite me again.
It's such a packed out league in all tiers as well. Like, look. I mean, look at Zaskar. He's in the GT class and he's running third now.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, though, Zaskar, he's not always what he seems. He's a lot better than he puts on sometimes.
And again, was it not
the
for
end of the season massively?
If it wasn't for Matt, he'd be winning that GT class title, wouldn't he? So.
Z and Alcos are the reason I'm in IORT. They're the ones who invited me and brought me on.
That's good.
It'd be good to see Azrael back in a decent car next year as well. Obviously, he really has not enjoyed driving that.
That's it.
We just have not seen the true potential out of him at all.
100%.
Props.
100%. Yeah, if you get Azrael back in there, maybe in a more supercar, Honda back in, there's definitely a lot of contenders there for next year. As we're joined by Haz.
Boo! Quitters here.
Hey, I can call you the quitter now. Haha.
Tell me the corner where you want, mate.
Did you enjoy that, Harsh?
Nope.
Only another 3 hours next week, mate.
Yeah, but the thing is, there was such a massive.
I was gonna ask you. I couldn't catch all of it because I went to it as it was happening. What did happen at turn 1?
There was so much lag. Everybody was glitching everywhere. Some people went off. I went off. Had damage.
There was a lot of damage. Obviously, Smiley was most affected, but then Lucky had damage. Alikos had damage.
Yeah, Alikos had damage. I had damage. Gloss had damage.
Gross, I think Gross went on his own after. Oh, Panda and Dad are side by side again.
But there was a lot of glitching and yeah, well, fine, can happen.
It seemed more stable. I couldn't pick that up on the stream. It seemed very stable.
After the first 3 turns, it was gone. It was literally just the start. It was laggy as Jay.
And we had that issue on Friday night too, didn't we? It's weird. It's not that you want to lag at any track, but on a track where you're so reliant on bumping, lag.
Let's be realistic. This game isn't known for its world-class servers, is it?
It's a shame,
especially when we're playing from all around the world.
Yeah, that's it. But it's just a shame that there's not the same server quality that you have in the daily races. But there we go.
But the thing is, the daily races are dedicated servers, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it.
The thing is with this, you got people connecting from all over the world at the same time.
To a one-man ran server.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we're like over here running mini nation cups, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know, Harsh, you are a PS4 sympathiser, but I do think it doesn't help when you've got multiple different types of console joining you.
Buy me a PS5, Daddy.
No problem, darling. I'll send it over to you tomorrow.
Chop chop, chop chop. I still got my day 1 PS4 in the other room, Haj. Don't worry. It's now my bedroom entertainment center.
They're amazing, mate. They're amazing.
Oh, I love the thing. It's great.
My daughter's got mine, and it terrifies me every time I hear it start up that there's some sort of Chinook over the house.
Sorry.
Mine is still silent. I don't know. I can't believe it myself.
It's definitely
you have to switch it. You know, you have to switch it on Harsh to make it make a noise.
Oh, Panda on the inside of Lucky. Lucky's somehow still clinging on.
Lucky is holding on for dear life here.
Panda's desperately trying to get past. He's trying to send it into the last corner before the banking. Will he send it into Le Mans chicane, as we now know it's called? Thank you, Azteca.
That Lexus will be suffering now through there with its tyres.
I was thinking Smack is like university. I've got a reference who gave me that information. It was Azteca.
Yeah, he's Azteca. Great. You got to cite your sources.
Azteca 2025.
He's great.
Zaskar's just eking this gap out more and more. Lucky's doing a solid now. Okay.
What's Boosted's gap to VTech now?
It's gone.
Oh, it is absolutely shit out. Race over.
Yeah, it's really strange, wasn't it, Smack? And towards the end of stint 1, started stint 2, they were neck and neck for a while. But since he's dropped him, he's really dropped him. And Panda's trying to go on the outside this time into turn 1.
Boy.
You won't get a lot of change there.
Boosted, though, is lap after lap after lap.
Yeah, that's where they're killing you.
It's relentless. It's literally relentless quality lap times.
God, Panda just cannot find a way past this big old Lexus. He might lose a place to Dad here in the meantime.
Look at Alico. Is that Alico's creeping up in the background as well?
Yeah, I'm there. It's making steady progress.
But Alicos has come from miles back, and he's obviously on a different track.
Him and Lucky have both been able to. They're both clawing their way back to being almost back on strategy here.
Yeah, they're really close.
Because the next
Alicos is on the same strat as Lucky.
Yeah, because for the other guys who didn't have the damage, they'll be looking their next stop will be like 60 and then 80. They're not that far away, Lucky and Alicos. I think each stint they're just going a bit longer on. They're doing 22, 23 laps where the others are doing 20.
Yeah, if you can do that, by the last stint, you'll be back on level terms.
Pretty much, yeah. Hopefully.
And if Lucky, Panda is past now. I was going to say if Lucky could keep these guys behind him, it's just really helping them.
Yeah, if he can keep one of them behind him. He's.
I'll tell you what, with Panda's rear right tyre as well, lucky he's not going to be far off here, because that Ferrari is absolutely eating through the rear right.
Absolutely.
The visuals of this game are incredible, aren't they?
I know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That bank is mean in real life, guys. I promise.
I can imagine. I just noticed a Honda's right-hand drive.
Yeah. Japanese, isn't
it?
Yeah,
of course.
Because it's not the Acura.
Can Lucky keep Dad behind? They're good friends, aren't they? Former teammates, but
they might not be at the end of this.
You know what Lexus stands for, right? Luxury export to the United States. Lexus.
Because it is the luxury brand of Toyota.
Yeah.
There you go. I did not know that.
United States.
I did not know that, Smack. I've learned something from you this evening. I do most weeks, to be fair. Now Panda is going to get away here, isn't he? So Dad has got a clear.
You can see the urgency in Dad now, that he knows he's got to get through, or else Panda is gonna. If Panda slips out of that slipstream, you got to remember as well. Panda went onto the grass in this stint and lost all the time for himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go. I'm just not sure if that Honda's going to have the legs once it pulls out of the slipstream.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just me, but it looked damn quick and it ran that over last night, Smack. Or was that just purely slipstream? Yeah.
It could, but you got to remember the bop as well on this track will be slightly different.
Yeah, good point.
The oval, I was cooking. I could top out at 191.
No, that's mad.
Alicos is coming here now. Look, he is seriously starting to close these guys.
This is where, in a weird way, Lucky's helping Alicos as well, and Panda. Yeah.
Well, Lucky isn't helping himself because he's actually battling at Alicos. They're on the same strategy.
Oh, but look at they're closing back up. Is Dad going to get the move done into turn one?
Oh my word! This is brave again, side by side.
Oh, come on, gents.
Oh, thank goodness that invisible barrier didn't get anybody.
To be fair, these three guys race a lot, don't they? Together, they do know each other well. But you're right, Alicos is coming.
Alicos is hunting these guys
there
down.
You go.
Oh, that looked late on the brakes. Yeah, he's wide.
Has he made it stick?
He's wide. No, that looked like more of an evasive braking turn right than a.
You know, this is where Lucky's racecraft, and like in F1, because he only plays F1 one night a week, no practice. He's still won races in F1 because his racecraft is so good. Oh dear, they kept it going, haven't they?
Look at this, Alicos now. This is Alicos onto them. Alicos' tyres don't look around. They're not a million miles off Alicos' tyres either.
No, these two have just clawed their way back into this. This is the thing you're talking about contenders for next year. Alicos, if he can, he just seems to have a bit of bad luck, doesn't he? If he can, because he's had to do this race quite a few times, hasn't he, Smack? Where he's just clawed himself back from the abyss.
Honestly, I think you've said it maybe best. I think some of us may need to get a little bit more rude sometimes. The Americans were a little too nice, I think. And,
you say that. It was him shepherding me wide last week.
But I mean, maybe he's figuring it out. I don't know.
Nah, to be fair, that was all netcode last week. It's crazy how sometimes the netcode is.
No, me and Smack spoke about it one week.
Everyone is super respectful in this league. But it is such a fine line now between remembering your GT racing and when you've got to move, you have to make it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you can't just press a DRS button or an ERS button. You've got to get past, haven't you?
At the same time, it does have to be clean. That's the thing.
Right.
And we've seen it a few times tonight where the late braking move that like Dad tried there. A few of the guys have pulled that off, but he just couldn't quite get it to stick.
See, for me, if I'm Alicos here, I'm just gonna ride. But that's because I'm safe.
Well, if I'm Alicos now, I'm going to try and use Dad to bring up that deficit from my fuel and my tyres to sort of try and get to the same stop. Use his slip, use everything he's got so you can coast, you can lift and coast.
Look at him short shifting it.
Yeah, he's had a phenomenal drive to get back into here. Him and Lucky have driven incredibly to get back there.
The only gear he's winding out is first gear.
Yeah.
Every other gear he's shifting halfway, pretty much, a little bit beyond halfway.
And now
Panda's starting to escape there now.
Absolutely. He's tantalisingly close to the slipstream now as well, isn't he?
Well, he's losing so much on the straights.
Yeah.
Dad's actually being quite clever now as well because he's bumping Lucky. When he knows he can close back into Panda, he actually bumps Lucky.
Well, he must know that Lucky's very close to pitting. So they are, like you said, they are getting very close now to being back on strap by the time. I think we've got 2 more stops to go.
Well, if Lucky can go another lap here, then it's down to 5 laps, isn't it? The next time, if he can drag it out by another 2, another 3.
Yeah, for sure. Zaska's just eking his gap out lap after lap. Looks really good for that podium. Still such a long way to go though.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that you're 55 laps in and we're just over halfway.
Yeah.
Still got a hot minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably a hot.
We could do with boosted, stopping and having a cup of tea or some sort of McDonald's drive-through or something, and get it back up. Get it up to some sort of battle back at the front.
No, definitely, Chunk.
He said, I was hungry, the race wasn't going anywhere, I'm coming right back.
It is crazy. It's strange how Dad he's just not been able to get this done, has he? But Lucky, I think, he's got to be close.
I'd imagine we'll see. I think we'll see Lucky in this lap. I don't think he can drag that out anymore.
I don't think he can do another lap.
He has to.
I think we'll see Alicos go another lap or so, maybe.
Look at the fuel.
Maybe one more though. If
Maybe
he can go one more and bridge that gap a little bit more.
It's just keep paying in, getting it back late in the race, won't he?
Yeah.
We shall see. This is definitely the main battle.
Dad's sort of got stuck now in between them, hasn't he? He's like sandwiched in the middle now.
I mean, I just want to see which one's boosted on track. He's like.
I mean, if Lucky moves out the way now, Dad is gonna have no slip to Panda.
Yeah.
Which is gonna leave him exposed to Alicos.
Yeah. Is he in?
Lucky's in. Lucky's in.
Alicos
in.
Ooh.
Oh,
0 and 3. Alicos might jump him here.
Yeah.
I know it's only a little bit, but he could jump him.
Dad's got to see if he gets. No, I think Chunk's right. It might just be enough to get. Because imagine they're taking full tanks, aren't they? So.
But I'll tell you what, that hasn't helped Dad though. Look at the gap to Panda now. He's well out of the slipstream now.
He is. And Air's. I'm interested how that gap to Air plays out.
He's left hung out to dry now.
Air's sort of been in no man's land for a little bit, hasn't he? Which is around a track with the banking and stuff here. You sort of need a partner.
Yeah, you do. You need somebody you can pull from.
Yeah.
It's going to be close this on the exit.
This is going to be super close. I'll tell you, this is going to be so close.
Lucky's just, but this will be close.
Oh, they're right there.
Yeah, they're right there. We're together. Teammates in another league.
They're within draft as well.
Yeah.
He's within slipstream. That Porsche is so good in the traction zones though, so good. The Lexus suffers around the slow speed corners with traction.
If they could, they might be able to undercut Dad and Panda here, mightn't they? I know it will come back against them later in the stint.
I'd imagine they would, because these two's pace should pick up now. They should now be. They're obviously tyre advantage. It's just that they're cold and on a lot more fuel.
Heating the tyres up is hard in the night.
Yeah. It's hard to keep them warm too, right?
Yeah.
It's difficult round here because you've got such long straights as well. They tend to cool off.
Yeah. Which you think opposite, but no, definitely not. They're just running a straight line. There's no turning.
Alicos has actually got an advantage here because that dirty air should heat that tyre up slightly quicker.
I think they're going to work together.
They should.
Wow, the thing is, they've got realistically they're battling for third, fourth, really, aren't
they? Definitely fourth,
or fifth, yeah.
Potentially third.
Yeah. I think if they work together, they could bridge the gap to third. But saying that, Zaskar's going at such a pace.
Yeah.
Are they going to be going much faster than him? And they're off strategy.
That's the interesting thing for sure. Well, we'll soon find out. Is Alico sending it into turn 1 or is he holding back? We'll soon find out.
He'll back. But the thing, if I was Alicos now, I'd be happy to sit behind Lucky if he's not losing me loads of time because I can save fuel. I can bridge that gap a bit more on the pit stop strategy. At the minute, Lucky's doing the work for both of them.
And Alicos is still half shifting.
Because I guess they're still slightly off strategy, aren't they? If you go as the 60 as the set and then the 80, they are still slightly off, so they've still got to save.
Yeah. But Lucky's doing all the work here. He's having to break the air and make, and it's pulling Alicos along. If he's not losing a load of time, if I was Alicos, I'd be happy to sit behind Lucky here.
Yeah.
And let Lucky do the legwork.
Lucky's the train.
Yeah.
Alicos is the car.
They're catching up to Scott here again. Scott obviously didn't pit. He's on normal strategy, so. But look how quick they're catching him with them fresh tyres.
Yeah.
And any kind of brain would say, hey, let's work together a little on these straights. If Alicos can pull up to him, that's the other thing. Can he give him the bump down the straight before it gets sketchy?
I don't even think he needs to. It has to be the bump. It just has to be they don't have to keep trying to overtake each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't slow each other up by making moves continuously.
And at times, we've said before, Chunk, and we're commentating on Lucky, like, don't fight everyone all the time. He's such a natural racer, just wants to fight, but this is the smart play right now. To be fair, that was mainly with his racing hands.
He's in the worst position of the two at the minute because he is doing the legwork.
Yeah,
he's burning the tyres, he's burning the fuel.
I think Alicos, he might actually go for a pass here, but if personally I would sit there.
I know, but he might. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think
he's backed out. He's backed out.
We'll go back to see how Panda and Dad are doing. Oh, Dad's brought the gap down, hasn't he?
Dad's bridged the gap again. Ooh.
Z can't pull that gap to 10, but he's got it to 9.
Look at Panda's right rear tyre though. That's what he's suffering with. That right rear
that's Ron's fault.
In itself.
That's Ron's fault. We were telling him to manage that rear right. Ron said full send. Plan A.
Must be the rudder.
They're not. They're not gonna. They're not gonna live that P ship. Is that who said that?
P ship Apex.
Right. That's the one who ain't coming past next week. So I said, so at least we know next week Zaf's got a good chance of winning because Matt's not coming past and Apex ain't coming past. So that should free up Zaf's car and Fishtail for the win, I would suggest.
I'll tell you what, Apex is McLaren, and then McLarens are quick when they hit 5th and 6th.
It won't be next week, mate.
To be fair though, Ship, if it's not for 8, then don't bother because we know that's your thing. You are literally you are Super GT from Wish.
Yeah, that's it. I just live for 8th place. Yeah.
Timu's version of Super GT.
P8. But I could rock up in F1 in Monaco and get a P3. Just makes no sense.
You love Monaco. I've never seen anyone ask for Monaco so much in a season. I love it.
I think it's because I just knew what a wimp everyone would be about it. You know, people like Haz and that. Only joking, Haz.
What's the gap to Airman here?
Sorry.
That's fine. I was just saying I knew Monaco would go okay because so many people would be a wimp about it, like you.
Oh, no. It was fun, to be honest. It was, but yeah.
It is hard, to be fair.
I needed 3 wings, so that didn't help.
Three wings.
Yeah.
No, 2, by the way.
Harsh has made an F1 team go bankrupt in real life from the amount of wings he had to use in the game.
Yeah. One race, $4.8 million.
Yeah, we should put that in the league suggestions, introduce a cost cap, yeah.
Harsh is Ollie Behrman.
Yeah.
Nah. Latifi.
Oh.
The GOAT.
Haz joined back in the room.
Yeah, I was watching the stream and didn't come of it, and I was like, why don't I just join back?
Because
none of us are joined in case it glitched the room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you've done it now.
It's over now.
If anyone's just crashed at the chicane,
you know what we could do, boys? After driving a lot with Boosted in these endurance leagues, you have to ask him before you join the party or his share screen, because it flashes up on his screen right in the middle of his VR.
Yes.
So we could all just continually join and leave his party.
Oh, that's a good one.
So it throws it up on his screen.
Yeah. That's partially why Fishtail had stopped.
We'll be like the new version of Bernie Eccleston. We'll just change it round a little bit, mix it up a bit.
That's not the pure competition we mentioned before, is it?
Just jump in and go, hey, and then leave.
Yeah. Just one after the other, go in and leave. Boosted in here.
Yeah, so he's just sticking to these 20 lap stints.
So he doesn't need to do anything different, does he? And the fuel is identical for him and VTEC now, so...
Yeah, he's got it covered, doesn't he?
Yeah. What a drive. Well, it's just, at the end of the day, like we said, we've watched him over a season dominate. And this is like a season happening in one race, isn't it?
We're about to have another pit stop battle here between Panda and Dad, because Dad's 2 seconds behind, but has got that little bit of extra fuel.
Well, Dad's lost a bit of time over the last couple of laps then.
The Panda's in. Is Dad following? Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, there's quite a big difference as well. 5 is a fair difference.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This could be interesting.
This could be really close. I think if you'd have managed to stay in that 1.2 region, airing as well on one fuel, he may have. It'd be interesting to see where they come out with in regards to Lucky and Alicos as well. Alicos has still stayed behind Lucky, which is clever.
Take a breath, shake your arms, get a stretch, move your legs.
Panda's just typing in the chat during his pit stop as well.
He said, "Do I get an invite lap 80?"
It looks like Panda's going to come out just ahead, but I think it's going to be similar to Lucky and Alicos. They're going to be neck and neck on this exit, with Dad having a slightly shorter stop. Are they taking 100 every time? Yeah.
Panda's gonna get him. Yeah.
So again, these guys are all taking 100, whereas Boosted was just taking 94.
They're in front. They're in front of Lucky still.
Oh wow! Really? Look at this though.
Oh, we are in a.
Is that Alicos?
Alicos moved in front of Lucky. Yeah.
Alicos is in front of Lucky now.
Up on Panda.
Yeah, this is close.
So Lucky's been shuffled to the back of this pack.
Panda
got a race.
Alicos has got a strike here while Panda tries to get these tyres up to temp.
Yeah, let's jump on.
Not far in desperation from the two. I mean, Alicos' fuel, yeah. But those tires aren't bad.
No, not bad at all.
To be honest, that Porsche is a lot better than that Ferrari on its rears.
Yeah. And I mean, speaking of warming up your tires, his are semi-warm already. Is that an advantage? I don't know.
It's close.
Has Dunn pit?
He must be due in.
Nah, Dunn's got a pit now. Scott's got a pit. Obviously, everyone needs to say goodbye to Scott at the end of this, because this is going to be his last race with us after
he did say
not
goodbye
winning
last
the SLS.
night.
Yeah, well, this is his farewell.
Oh, here we go.
So
We're
technically,
close.
on lap 99, he should just drive that into the wall.
Is it bump or is it go for the move? You'd imagine it's going for the move.
I think Alicos will go for the move here. He's obviously on the storm towards the front.
He has to.
I think we'll see SH dive in this lap, maybe. Is he going?
No, he's still pushing.
Interesting. Is he then going to try and capitalize on anything that goes on here?
Maybe he does a soft strategy.
Alicos.
Oh, this is close. Wow, look at this for a pack of cars. And Dad.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice move. I still think the Zascar's move into turn 1 smack that we saw earlier was the move of the night, but that was a nice move too. We only caught the back end of it. Nice job. Oh wow, this is close.
I think judging by Scott's banner, he really likes that Mercedes.
I mean, Zascar's in second.
I didn't realise it's sponsored by FC UK. That's interesting.
I think
Zascar's
he really loves that car.
VTEC.
Oh yeah, what's gone on here, VTEC?
Zascar's in second place now.
Oh.
He hasn't pitted because
he hasn't pitted. He hasn't pitted. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Panda through on Scott.
Panda through here.
Oh, and
is Alicos through as well?
No, not yet.
I mean, it's just great that we're nearly 2/3 of this race. We've still got this row of cars neck to neck. Is SH? Yeah, is SH just bumping Panda? It's surely due in any second. Before, do you think we'll see that Mercedes fly into the pits this lap?
Probably. He's on probably 3 fuel or 2 fuel.
Oh,
he's gone.
No,
he's
kept
back.
it. He's kept
How's
it.
he kept that?
Good catch.
Yeah, that's one hell of a save. Is Dad going to come through as well?
Oh, Dad's a big... What's happened to Dad here?
Yeah, it really seems to.
He's been dropped here by Lucky.
Oh, it's a shame he's done that save and now he's got a penalty for the pleasure.
Insult to injury.
Yeah, he dives in as well.
He thought about it and he said, yeah,
Oh, look at this.
I'll tell you, if Alico's
Oh, look at the inside of Alico's. Oh my word. What? How has Lucky pulled that off? That was super nice.
This is going to be a 4-car battle again in a minute with those 3 battling. It's going to invite Dad straight back into the party here.
Indeed. Here he comes.
Oh my word.
Alicos is going to be fuming now. He did all that work to get past Lucky.
Yeah.
Sat behind him and then Lucky just gets back through.
Absolutely.
That Ferrari is the bottle along the... It's the cork in the bottle along the straights, isn't it?
But
Yeah. Keep your head cool and it's going to work out in the end for you.
Is that Apex again? That latest comment. Shout out to Airman for an impatient. Right, we're gonna fall out, man.
I think Apex is in Shippo watch, isn't it?
He's had a couple of race wins. He's got too big for his boots. Gone straight to his head.
Now.
It was his birthday the other day. He was like 75, 76.
Yeah. He's doing well to still be up at this time.
Yeah. And he hasn't pissed himself apparently.
Just sat on the sofa having his Werther's originals and a couple of
We're
grey.
gonna see him.
Yeah.
Lucky is going for it.
Tamaz Ratiani says, hello everyone, good luck to you all.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hello.
Oh,
Lucky's
Lucky
got to get past there. That Lexus has got to outdrag that Ferrari here. But Panda's being cleverish, forcing him to go around the outside. Zaskar in the pit. I'll tell you what, they're not going to be a million miles off Zaskar here.
No, it's going to be mega close. Zaskar, he's out.
He's comfortable, yeah. Yeah, you keep forgetting it misses the whole of T1 when you come out the pits.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
God,
You can't go in the pits every lap and miss it.
Oh, is that GT? Tamaz Ratiani? Is that GT?
No,
he sets up the Grove Street WRC stuff.
Ah, okay. He says
Georgia.
good evening from Georgia, yeah.
That can't keep up.
No, he's just trying to cling on, isn't he? That was some move by Lucky earlier, but now he's got Alico's right back on him.
To be honest, I think that was a bit of a surprise attack. I don't think Alico was expecting him to be there. I think he was concentrating so much on getting past Panda, he left the door completely wide open for Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky said thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a great move. These two have had a phenomenal drive to get back to where they are. I mean, they're basically back on strategy.
Ah, yeah. I recognise that game tag now. He races in ERL WRC, doesn't he? Or don't you, sorry.
Well, it certainly looks like that's a WRC Toyota in his profile picture.
There you go.
I am actually quite looking forward to making my return to WRC next season.
Well, I think I haven't hated the Group Bs as much as everybody else, but I think Smack is very much looking forward to getting out of the Mighty Smack. Well, I think you already have got out of it, haven't you, Smack? The Group B rally cars. Oh God, we haven't lost your Smack, have we? Just because I mentioned Group B rally cars.
You mentioned Group B rally cars, and that's it. He's out of here.
He's gone.
He's gone, mate.
Sorry, Smack. I take it back. We only got one round left.
Smack's gone, mate.
I'm here.
Right, sorry. I mentioned Group B rally cars.
When we mentioned the Group B rally cars, I thought you'd passed out.
No, I was, my better half walked in the room here and brought me a coffee and puppies at the same time, so I was distracted. I heard bits of it, but...
Is that a code word for something, Smack?
No. I get where you're going, but no, it's not. those did come in as well, but no.
I was gonna say, Trace, bring the puppies.
They're nice to look at. I tell you what.
I've had a coffee delivered, but minus the puppies. So yeah.
Minus the puppies. Yeah, no, I got
coffee and pizza.
Hey, I look at Panda here is managing to build himself a little gap here.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that where now this little bit of extra tyre wear's kicking on these guys?
This is, I'll tell you,
fuel saving.
It's super interesting.
But we were just saying, Smack, that Chung's making his return again very quick on WRC when he's not in a tree. I think the WRC2 cars will bring the field. I haven't hated the Group Bs as much as some, but I'm looking forward to it too. But I know you haven't been a fan on the Group B rally cars, have you?
No,
they do want to kill you. It's like a BRZ on ecstasy, isn't it?
So I messed up my left shoulder a long while ago, and so after a while, my left hand goes to sleep.
Oh, is that ready to when you think about puppies too much?
No, I am ambidextrous, but no. It goes to like my whole hand goes numb, and so that whole back forth so much with those cars, it really whoops my arm, and it's
insane. I has Chung, just to tell you, it's mad. Even if you put a bit of traction on, which isn't in those cars, like every time you think, oh, I've nailed this, I've got this, and you just put slightly too much power on it. It's a bit like watching the F1 this morning. You just put the slightest bit of too much power on, car's gone. You're round.
So
absolutely insane.
Honden says air catching this pack quickly.
Yes.
He has actually. He's took a second out of it, a second and a half.
And he's on track with Dad with tyres and fuel.
It's flying.
Ron,
Must be a butterfly on the sky.
Butterfly in the sky. Fly twice as high.
Ron's just said that what Smack's talking about is apparently known as the stranger. I think we're going off topic, dangerously off topic here. Mufasa will be having kittens. Alright. But yeah, we are.
These guys back up to the back of Panda here. I'll tell you, this is actually, I would rather be at this sort of gap from Panda coming onto this straight in that Lexus, because you can get up behind him and use the speed to actually get past him. When you're right up behind him, it's difficult to actually get through.
Yeah, for sure.
This is perfect.
That's what we found last night on the oval, wasn't it, Smack? Sometimes you could be too close, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
This is the sort of distance he was at with Alicos when he managed
Is he going to do the late send, do you think? Is he going to go for the late send?
He's going to go for it. This is perfect here. Panda covers it. Panda's covered it.
Oh,
he's gone.
This is close.
Inside.
He's going to be a side-by-side.
Oh,
I think that
my
word.
Panda holds on.
Trading paint right there.
Yeah. Again, these guys race each other so much. But
that is back. That is back. Almost back.
I might get a good view of it from
As soon as someone makes a move in that 3-pack, that is back.
Yeah.
And the thing is now you got Airman. Look, he's took another 2/10 out of that this lap.
Air's coming.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, I'll be back in commentary. I got some herb I got to deal with.
Oh, no problem. Does it involve puppies or? Right. Okay.
What did you say, Shippo? We're taking this off track. Can we just bring this back to
Sorry.
GT General Chat, please?
It's been my first bit of racing this morning was at 3:30 this morning. So it's been a long old day.
Oh no.
That Wesley. That's your number one fan. They tune in every week, and you let them down every week.
What?
That Wesley, he tunes in for you every week, and you let him down every week.
Apparently, he thrives on disappointment in his life. So when he cheers every week, he joins in and he thinks I really need a good dose of disappointment.
Yeah.
How's Harge getting on?
Yeah.
DNF.
I mean, you could argue it was a DNS, couldn't you? But
it wasn't horrendous, mate. I mean, the damage in the first lap, okay. Then I spun, got damage again, went into the pit, pressed too many buttons,
Pressed too many buttons.
picked the softs, didn't fuel, Came out, I
Oh.
was like, okay, then I
Solid.
do a fast lap and go back in. Crashed again, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Never mind.
Did that put you off strategy then? Just out of curiosity.
I think maybe.
Was
a
that
tad.
not the strategy you was going for?
No,
Is that not what you were trying to do?
Airman 3.8, it is definitely
Airman
coming
is
down.
catching these guys now.
So, I mean, it's
Seems to have got
crazy that
himself into a
we're
good groove here.
entering the last hour of this race and we've got, what, 5 cars here? Covered by 4 or 5 seconds?
That mid pack is where it's at.
Yeah.
the rest is
Absolutely.
driving alone.
I actually
in the-
feel a bit sorry for Panda because he manages to work himself a decent gap, and then over this last little sector it gets absolutely smashed through.
Yeah,
He
he's on,
can't in
he's
those
on his
straights,
best.
yeah.
He's just done a personal best, middle sector there.
The straightaways for that car is just.
I mean, look,
Rough.
it's already took 2
Yeah.
tenths out of him, and
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
time he gets to T1, this lucky that could be a pen.
That looked close,
could be
didn't
a
it?
pen.
Alico's with a little wiggle wobble.
That was very close from lucky then to the line.
Wiggle wobble, I think that's my word of the night. I love that.
Little huckabuck.
Freaking little huckabuck.
No,
Wiggle
look,
wobble,
he's
but
got
he don't
away
fall
with it.
down.
He's got away with it. Look at Airman in the back of the picture now.
He's definitely going to arrive on this scene.
Looking
You
ominous.
think,
See, look at that, down to 5 tenths into T1. Panda does all that work through that midsection.
consistency of these guys has been absolutely insane, hasn't it?
It's gnarly.
If
They
Harsh
just-
hadn't have took them all out in the beginning.
Yeah,
I
what
can't
could have
believe you
happened?
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you to play nice earlier, but you just didn't listen.
Lucky
It wasn't
isn't
me.
that tad closer this time through this first sector, and Panda was 2 tenths down, so
Harsh either needs a good dose of herb or some little look at some puppies. That'll cheer him up.
You know.
Sort
I
his
had a look of
season out.
puppies yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought we were
There
off
you
that
go.
subject.
We were. All of mine left the room.
Right,
Asian puppies.
so yeah, you're right. Again, Panda has
Once again,
pulled
1.2.
us out, yeah.
That Lexus through that mid sector though is not great. Them slow speed corners, it's super
Yeah.
hard to get the traction point right. The Porsche and the Ferrari are good, but now look at the time tumbling already.
And air's just coming closer and closer
How far
every
is
lap.
there now?
Yeah, it's got to be within. Oh no, it's
Oh,
back up to
oh,
4
it-
seconds. He's
That's
lost a
strange
bit of
because
time there.
visually it was looking closer from that view, but it's just
Oh, it would be so hard for Air though, because these guys
Got
are
no
dragging each
slip.
other along.
Yeah,
Remember,
absolutely.
Daddy's back into Alicos's slip now, so he's not actually dropping back towards Air. He's being pulled along.
yeah.
Look at the Lexus closing
Look
back
at
into
cars.
him.
That is getting closer to Alicos though, isn't it?
I think towards later on in the member Alicos and Lucky are on slightly worse tyres, and as that stint goes on, I think that NSX gets better.
Mm.
Yeah. Dad
This
just
is
set a
really
personal
close
best for himself
now.
too.
This is such
That
good
last
racing
lap.
from these guys to be
Yeah.
going at this for so many laps
It's brilliant.
in the constant dark as well. It makes it even more difficult.
Yeah.
I can, but man.
I'll tell you what, that Ferris wheel earns some decent money, don't it? It ain't stopped
Indeed.
once.
No, that thing is it better earn money or it's a big electric bill. I'll tell you
Nah,
that.
it's not stopped once since the start of this race.
Oh, I
Like,
thought
you know
it was
how
going to like
expensive that
10.
thing has to be to run?
Yeah, it must be.
Oh, Alicos chewing a bit of grass there.
Yeah, I get asked not to leave my PS5 in rest mode.
I mean, they're lucky it's in Florida and Daytona. They can have a whole bunch of solar panels.
True. These guys are just. It's like even gap between all 4 of them, isn't it now?
Yeah,
That's how it looks visually, anyway.
They're pulling away from Air now. Gap is
Yeah,
getting
I
bigger.
think it was Dad starting to drop back towards him, and he's
He just seems to have found his group. Maybe you're right,
Yeah.
Chuck. Let's have a look at his time. Yeah,
he's
look,
done a
his times are
45 there.
improving. Yeah.
I think as the stint goes and that NSX gets lighter, it comes back into it. So Dad right on the back of, Lucky right on the back of Panda.
yeah.
Oh,
This could be it. We say that every time you get. Is he gonna? Oh, he's bumping him. Oh,
See,
God.
that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Once you go below that yellow line, your car goes haywire. You have to keep it
Are you
above that
surprised that he
line.
hasn't isn't it? Yeah.
I think the problem is he knows if he goes to the outside, he's not going to get the move done because Panda's not going to let him drive around the outside of him.
No. Right.
The only way for Lucky to get the move done on the outside is to really force Panda narrow. And to do that, he has to be right up next to him. He's got to force him narrow so he misses his braking point.
We've seen a lot of moves into this hairpin where they've kind of set the move up in turn 1, then got it done in this next hairpin, like you say, forcing them onto a different line. That's where a lot of the moves have been done tonight.
And then a couple right up here in this one right here. Something horseshoe. I remember Aztec said something about that. He listed them all earlier in the chat, all the turns.
It was Barry's horseshoe or something like that, weren't it? We'll just call it Barry's.
Alright, Barry, it sounds good to me.
I'll scroll back up and see if we can actually find the...
I know a couple Barrys.
Let's scroll up and see if we can find the names he went with.
So we're about halfway through this stint, aren't we? So we might start to see a few games of pets.
We got 10 laps till Panda and Dad are supposed to pit.
Yeah, Lucky and Alicos will probably be a few laps before, won't they?
Right. So we're gonna that's what we need to watch more than anything, is what lap are they gonna go in, and that's gonna determine, I mean, the end, really and truly, because this is the last pit.
Yeah, absolutely.
The worst tire on Panda's car is exactly the same as on Lucky's car.
And I think Panda's right rear is a lot worse wearing.
Yeah.
I mean that tire's what 4, 5, 6 laps newer.
It's the one that's been hurting him all race.
Yeah.
It's that fuel though. You have to remember. Will Panda push it on worn tire with less fuel?
Dad's really hounding the back of Alicos here now.
Yeah. I blame Ron for Panda's rear right. I think it's Ron's fault.
Well,
and truthfully, they're not even that far off on fuel.
Wesley says blame it on Harsh.
Yeah, it's Ron or Haas. It's one of the two, I'd say.
It's always something to do with them two. Look at Boosted's fastest lap now into the 44s.
Shoo!
I mean, these guys, they're over a minute now.
Yeah, Boosted's it's just on another planet.
Rodriguez horseshoe.
Yeah, he's giving us the name.
Horseshoe.
Yeah, a lot of horseshoes.
Rodriguez's horseshoe. Okay, thank you, Aztec.
I feel.
Turn 4 dog leg, turn 5 west horseshoe.
They like a horseshoe here, don't they?
I do.
I mean, it's not very imaginative, is it? We just call them all different horseshoes.
We were corrected earlier. We were calling this the bus stop, but Azteca was saying it's the Le Mans chicane. Yeah. I guess it is quite like the chicane at Le Mans, isn't it? Very similar.
That had a little wiggle.
A wiggle wobble.
A wiggle wobble.
That's what I do like the phrase. You said you'd only sing when the sun comes up, and it looks pretty damn dark to me.
What's the gap to air here? Have they managed to? Yeah.
It's just.
No.
Yeah, it's just stayed the same pretty much, hasn't it?
At least he's running clean. I know he's trying his best to catch up to them all, but he just.
So is this
Alicos
one of these?
here, Alicos right on the back of looking.
Oh, that's definitely wiggle wobble.
That was a wibble wobble.
I was about to say, these four are going to play nice until the last stint, and it's just we all hell breaks loose.
Alicos is super loose at the minute.
Did y'all watch, I think it was last year, with the NASCAR at the 24 Hours of Le Mans? Did y'all watch that broadcast?
Yeah.
Did you listen to the commentators?
Was driving it, weren't it?
The sound.
Do y'all remember the commentators, like how they spoke in with that? I mean, I stayed up all night long watching that race. I did, truly. The commentators at about 2 or 3 in the morning, they were so tired, y'all, that they got a little bit giddy. And these were some British folk or something like that. One of y'all. But anyway, they said something about what to do at this time of night and this, that, and the other.
Take drugs, weren't it, or something?
He said the hero. He said something about, I'm not going to say the right word there. But, and then the other guy was like, no.
See, I'm a big cricket fan, and quite often cricket can drag at times. They have to quite often fill cricket with all kinds. They don't always talk about drugs. They don't always talk about cakes and cups of tea. But
it was rough business. I remember that very vividly.
Don't they have to do some sort of revival on the commentators for cricket before the match? They're that old.
Harsh man. That's harsh man.
Alico's and Dad there. I'll tell you, if Lucky Shepherd's Alico's wide here, that's going to be true.
Oh, Lucky's super late on the brakes again.
Alico's wide.
I think he slowed down enough to maybe not get a penalty there.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get a penalty from that. Hopefully not, because that's just super unfair if he does. But that is the issue. What we were saying earlier with trying to brake and turn and
on the outside, yeah.
Yeah, it's super difficult to get that car stopped once it's unsettled.
Lucky man, he seems to be able to brake so late into turn one. We've seen that a few times.
Airman looks closer to me.
Probably because of this bit of the battling, I'd have thought. Battle between these guys has been unreal.
Lucky's racecraft is brilliant.
Top notch.
Azteca's basically like our version of Wikipedia.
I'll tell you what though, that battling has let Panda go. Look at that.
Yeah, he's gone.
Panda 2 seconds now.
I trust Azteca more than Wikipedia.
He seems to. I mean, he knows what he's talking about. He's into F1.
The thing is, Azteca, I've always frustrated my dad.
Dad's going for it here.
Oh, is he going to go for it? Is he going to sit? Maybe on the next one.
Think into turn one if he's going to do it.
Yeah, to be fair, that unless you've got a serious run, that is not the place to be going.
It's so scary to try to pass there.
Those guys are pushing those track limits out of the Le Mans chicane, aren't they?
You're loving that now, ain't you? Shit.
What's that? Yeah.
Le Mans chicane.
I've learned something, mate, and that's it. Well, no, my dad's always been a bit of a master at corner names, and I've been frustrated him with not being able to remember corner names. But yeah, Azteca's teaching me well.
Little Debbie incoming.
Do you reckon?
These are the two team founders for Little Debbie as well. Remember, Lucky and Dad.
I tell you what, you're gonna have to be braking late to outbrake Lucky into turn one. He just seems so late on the brakes through there.
It's that line as well. If you're on the right line, you can brake later.
What do y'all call them? Lorries? Yeah, like 18-wheelers over here, tractor trailers, whatever. The Little Debbie tractor trailers are some of the best looking tractor trailers.
Really?
Yeah,
nice really looking cool car, Dennis X, I must say. Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's got
late.
He had a collision with him there earlier. He's got the move done. He's looking going to be able to sweep round the outside. What a move!
That is a great move. As you would say, Smack, from downtown.
Yeah, from
the Ferris wheel.
He said from late braking, watch this move.
To be fair, I can't see him holding Lucky off into T1 though.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know which corner it was. I'm guessing it was a horseshoe. Is what I'll just say. It's one of the horseshoes.
It was definitely the horseshoe.
I think it was Horse's Horseshoe. I think that's the name of it.
It was hold on one sec.
You're just checking the notes.
It was West Horseshoe.
I think I told you it was a horseshoe.
Lucky's back on the back of him here now, look.
And we know how late Lucky is into this turn.
Panda's getting away here though. He's now 2.3 in front of these guys.
How are his tyres?
I think his rear right
one's
needs recess. Yeah.
Here we go. He's going to be past here. Yeah. Oh, he's going for him.
Now is it a bump now the late send? Oh! Oh my god. A lot of trust between these guys.
Love the sound.
Alico's back onto the back of him now as well. Hey, air looks close, you know. Air looks closer. I'm saying that. It's some shots he looks super close.
Oh, they will be if these two keep back. Oh, nearly. It's close, isn't
a little pull away on that, Bart.
Great race between these guys. I'm sorry I'm going to show more of the field, but it's hard. We can't pull away from this right now.
The middle here is just where it's at. I mean,
what's the gap to Zascar now? Has he still
just
not? It's literally been 9.8 for...
Yeah, forever.
Yeah.
Credit to see he is holding a solid race.
Tell you what, let's have a flick through. It's a boost of 32 seconds clear. I mean, might as well be on Florida Beach. And then look at that, Mr. Clean is 30 seconds to Panda. Sorry, to Zaskar, 10 seconds. Panda, Dad in P5, Lucky in P6, Alico's P7.
Dad's escaping here as
is
well,
down to 3.5, SH7 P9, Azure P10, Gloss P11, but only 9 seconds back from Azure, so if that one closes it, we'll come back to it.
Dad's escaping from Lucky here.
Here's 5.
Yeah, Lucky's going to have to start be thinking about Alicos more, I think.
Alicos has got a bit more fuel and a bit more tyre as well, hasn't he, I think?
Ship, apparently, Apex and Ronnie are going to change that West Horseshoe to Turn Shippo.
No, we all know where Shippo likes to make his move, and
I did get, I think last year's GT, I did get a couple done there.
Jesus.
These guys have raced now for so long.
Cheese and rice.
Airman's there in the picture, look. 3 seconds now.
Yeah.
Airman is catching these guys up now.
Yeah, so he might soon have...
It's got to be a boost of confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing better than seeing them get closer when you know you're starting to bridge the gap.
And you've been working your butt off trying everything you can.
Oh, Alico's wide.
Turn 1 he went wide also. Can't get the car stopped anymore.
I'm guessing it's the tyres just losing performance, aren't they?
And his fuel is almost empty, so he's real light.
I'll tell you what, they're going to be back on... They're going to be able to get to 80 here, aren't they, these two? So they have managed to claw that pit stop back.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a phenomenal effort, that is. It'd be interesting to see when they do this last pit stop, if they have any more pace, you know, because they've been fuel saving, or it'd be interesting to see if they have the extra pace.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chunk, because right up until this point they've had to just be that bit more cautious.
Right, they've had to focus and think
Air's right there.
More.
He's definitely
not far off the back of Alicos here now.
2.8, yeah. We've got better tyres.
Is that car quiet to y'all?
Yeah, it's just humming, isn't it? Humming suspension that the wind keeps changing direction. It's
because it's only got 64 brake horsepower.
So we'll see. Yeah, so Air's actually, you're right, because he's 2.9 off, but look, he's going to have a shorter stop than Alicos, so that is going to be close.
Oh, look, he's back on the back of Dad here. These guys are just relentless.
Panda's pulling a little gap on them too, look.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, there'll be a sigh of relief from Lucky and Alicos here to know that they're back on that strategy. That's some effort they've made there to get back on strat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
We need to, definitely.
And to be competitive as well, to be right up there.
I did think that they might have a sniff of getting that podium, but I think Zaskar's got it.
No, I think he's got pace. He's got the pace already.
Yeah, as long as he just keeps doing what he's doing. And
Panda seems to have escaped a little bit here.
Zaskar likes the endurance championship stuff, though. That's his thing. He's a good endurance racer.
I swear about Panda. Is the battery on that wireless controller going to last 3 hours? That might be a concern, mightn't it?
I did an 1.5-hour race the other day, and my headset cut off on going to the last lap.
Oh, man.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, I bet.
Dragon Trail.
Yeah, that's tough on track as well.
Yeah.
Trial Mountain last week, my monitor switched off midway through the race.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
was that a power saving thing or?
Yeah, well, half switched off. Luckily, I was quite quick thinking, paused it immediately, so it caught the car, and then it come back on.
God, not what you need. Not what you need. So these guys, are they gonna? Yeah, when pit lap 80 would be scheduled for the last one. They've all seemed to have a little bit. Dad's got a bit more fuel as well.
Yeah, Dad's got a bit more fuel and a bit more tire. If you look at Dad's tires.
Yeah, I'd imagine Lucky's in this lap.
This is. I'll tell you what. This will be so interesting to see Alicos and Lucky's pace after. To see if they have much more.
Like what? Yeah,
Airman's there, look. Airman is close now. He's in the same corner.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to make this even more interesting.
It's that the horseshoe. I think they're called Smack just said they're called cheese and rice, aren't they?
No. No, that was
It's not the cheese horseshoe.
no. That's oh man, I lost it. Where'd it go?
That's at Road Atlanta.
That one is Rodriguez's horseshoe.
No, oh, I swear earlier you just said cheese and rice.
That was me messing with Haj. He said Jesus Christ, and I said cheese and rice.
Oh, right. Sorry, I get it. It's been a long night. It's been a long race.
It's fine.
I thought it was the cheese horseshoe and the rice horseshoe.
I mean, that could be the cheese and rice horseshoe. Cheese and rice is pretty alright, though.
As Tekka would tell us.
The gap to Panda's coming back down again, look.
¿Qué pasa, güero?
It was 3 seconds a minute ago.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right.
Oh, he looks like he's slow off that corner as well.
As Tekka, I can barely speak English, let alone Spanish, I'm sorry. Haz is bilingual, that would even more than that, aren't you, Haz?
I think Panda's the most bilingual, isn't it?
Is it?
I think Panda's actually can speak quite a few languages. I mean, I don't know if he can speak any of them well.
Oh, lucky end.
I know. Yeah,
Oh, they've
both
got a
on
lap
one.
earlier. I'll tell you what, I think this is a mistake from Panda staying out here.
Same.
But
I think he should have gone in because
Because of the undercut.
yeah, I think these guys could I would have stayed out. I would have gone in if I was Panda.
Yeah, but this car eats tires.
Yeah, there is that to be. Yeah, but it's been doing 20 lap stints. To be fair, Boosted in as well. Boosted's nearly lapping these guys.
Dad's
VTEC's
got a
gonna
little
go
bit more
in.
fuel than Pandas. They're going to be close again on the exit.
Looking at Alicos, look at the fuel. They're going to be close as well.
These two just cannot get enough of each other, can they?
It's a bit like watching
People
you and
let me
Smack
tell
in
you
GT.
about my
Yeah,
best
true.
friend.
Yeah. God,
He's got him! He's got him!
Alicos has jumped him. Yeah.
Ooh, lucky no!
Nice work from. Oh, where's
Where's
Lucky
Lucky
gone?
gone?
Oh,
No!
he's done a hat
Come on,
job.
Luck, you got it. Come on, Luck.
Cold tyres out the pits.
Come on, Luck, you got
Oh,
this. Stay
man.
focused, you got it.
Oh, that's such an unlucky. Pardon the pun. But that is actually unlike Lucky to do as well, isn't it?
No, that is.
All
Not,
that
I
work.
don't know. I don't know whether coming out just behind Alicos unsettled him a little bit.
Maybe.
He tried to get him back, I think. At least that's how it looked, and he outbraked himself.
This will be interesting now because I'll tell you what,
Oh,
Lucky's
Air's
going to
on
be.
fumes as well.
I think Air could be in front of Lucky at the end of this pit stop.
Yeah.
How much is that little bit of a slide going to burn his tires, though, at the
So
end?
they're
Think
in.
about it.
They're all in. They're all in. Dad's got that little
I think
fuel.
Air may jump Lucky here.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll soon see. Alicos, if he comes through the Mon chicane.
Airman on 0 fuel though.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, 6 seconds. It's going to be close.
Very.
I'm saying that Air was
Panda's
only 2
just getting
point something
tired
seconds
on.
off him.
Panda's
True.
got tires. Alicos is coming around the corner, hitting the stretch.
It's going to be so toast. Alicos
Oh,
is
this
going to
is
get
gonna
him,
be
isn't he?
close.
Yeah, no, the problem is, remember, Panda
Oh,
will
yeah,
miss the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
of T1.
Panda's going out right in just a second.
Nah.
Here we go.
Surely.
He's gonna get him. Alicos is gonna be in front of Dad, I think. No, Dad took less fuel.
Oh,
There we go,
Here
here
they
we go.
come. Oh, they got
Oh
him.
my god. Just hand and
All right,
dad.
now it is.
Where's Air?
Literally
So
Alicos.
he's
Oh, no!
gonna come out.
Oh my goodness me. We're
It
into
was that extra. He had to take extra fuel, didn't he? Because he was on
He
0.
did
Yeah.
0, yeah.
his
Hot.
brake is stuck.
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
his brake is stuck
His
on. Look,
brake's-
look.
oh,
He got it, he
what
got
a
it, he got it, he
shame.
got it. Man.
God,
What a
this sim racing's
shame.
getting too realistic. Yeah, that was definitely a stuck on brake, wasn't it? You could see
Hot
from the
brakes,
trace.
yeah. The pads melted to the
Back to
the
this one.
rotors at the pits. Dang.
He's probably got cramp. He's been having to use his leg that much this
So-
race, isn't it?
This is a straight net fight for P4 now, isn't it? Panda, Dad, Alicos. I think Lucky might have
Yeah,
taken
Lucky's
himself
out
out
of
of
this
it.
now. I don't. If Lucky put on, unless these guys battle,
Don't
that
count
will.
him out.
That I was going
Don't
to say,
count
if,
him out yet.
if
We
these
got
guys
20
battle, that
laps.
will bring Lucky back into this.
20 laps with all
And they're gonna
kinds
battle.
of stuff.
Well, these guys know now they are literally battling for fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, but look, Alicos has taken a smidge less fuel. That would have been help. That was maybe for trap position.
Oh, he's got him here. What a run.
Can he make it
Let's
stick?
get outside.
He
Yeah,
needs,
give
to
him
be
that side draft.
he needs to be careful how much he squashes down on Dad there, though.
Oh,
Dad's getting the pull. I think Dad's getting the pull off Panda, isn't he?
oh
Nope,
man,
nope.
this is a drag
The
race.
closer you get.
This is a drag race. Oh my word.
Oh, I'd rather be in Dad's position here. I don't think Alicos is going to be able to.
Can you make this stick? Oh,
Dad's let him go. Dad let him go.
Oh,
do you know what's
How's
hard?
it going in the turn
Oh
one?
Oh, he's
no!
got him.
Little slight hello.
This is close. These guys are.
I'll tell you
two
what.
from there.
Look, he's already taken nearly a second out of these guys because they're battling.
Yeah, but he's through now. He did take less fuel out of Coaster. Look. So has he still got to save this last? Did he take less fuel to get the trap position? Try and get the trap position? I wonder.
I think he did.
But he's probably got so used to saving that it won't
He's
affect
not
his
gonna
pace that much.
really, really good at saving fuel and still
Yeah.
being as fast as the rest.
He can do this thing with shift and short, and he tells me all the time, if you watch his gearing, watch how he shifts. He does never revs a gear out. The only gear he revs out is first gear. Every other is about, I mean, way before it hits the top of the rev limiter or even close. That's how he saves fuel. I'm not giving away secrets. I'm just,
No, definitely.
It takes a certain type of car to be able to do that.
I was gonna say, I don't think I can do it in my car. Yeah.
Would not drive much.
He says the Porsche has enough torque to do it with.
Yeah. Dad looks absolutely desperate to get back through here. He's hounding him now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
look at the run on Panda.
Yeah.
Much better exit.
That Porsche is that Ferrari's a bit of a sitting duck.
Yep, look at him closing.
Dad's coming right in back. Oh my word, what
Dad
we're
is
gonna have
closing
here?
right up here.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be enough for Panda to hold on.
Oh,
I think
Turn
for you
one's
to
gonna be
make a move
spicy.
here, you have to be
Turn one's
really
gonna be
close by here.
spicy.
yeah, it is. Oh, Panda, man. You gotta keep this together. You got.
Oh, Dad, outside a little bit. He's
No,
good.
he's got
good.
it. It looked like he was going to go out wide there.
What a race between
What's
these
the gap
guys.
to Lucky? Has he got any closer?
We will have a look. Let's go see if Adico's doing the late send here. No.
No, it's back up to 5.
Yeah, and then 5 to
because
air with his brake
These three have
problems.
slipstream.
Who's behind the air?
It's going to be Scott, I think. Is it SH
Scott or Adrian wanted to.
Yeah.
God, look how
Oh,
close
actually,
this
it's
guy.
boosted.
How can you be this close after 2.5 hours?
It is boosted.
That.
Actually, is look, Boosted
Yeah.
isn't far off lapping these.
Oh my goodness.
So they're saying that Boosted could potentially lap up to P4.
Potentially,
No, I
yes.
don't think he's quite going to be
Well,
going
he's-
quick enough to
he's
get
22. He's 23 seconds behind them.
there. He'd
yeah.
have to be going over a second a lap
Yeah,
faster.
which I think he is a second a lap faster, but yeah, it's gonna be close.
It'd be a shame to see him, not because he's lapping them, it'd be a shame to see him trying to lap these guys and breaking this battle up.
Yeah, true. Oh, it's us. Alco's got a run.
Alco's has got the run
Yeah,
here.
Alco's got the run.
Alocos has got the run here. But he's
Yes.
almost
Draft.
he's almost too close.
Like you said before, now he's got to go up high on the banking.
He's too close.
Has he opened the door for Dad? No, he's tucked back in. Oh my word.
Realistically, you want that 3-4
Oh.
tenth gap.
Porsche
Then you
versus
just
Ferrari.
catch up and straight through. I think he might have it done here. He's got
Panda's
it.
flashing the
He's already
lights.
done.
Turn 1 madness again. Here we go.
Will Alocos be able to escape here now?
I don't want to jinx it, but the racing has been so clean as well between these guys. It's been unreal. Dad's right on the back of
there,
Panda.
yeah.
Oh my word. Oh,
Has NASCAR pit yet? No.
No, I don't think so. Have a look in 1 second.
That
Oh!
Ferrari's so good around this
Yeah,
mid.
Infield.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
he went for that
Boosted
switchback
just ended
then.
up 44.8 this lap.
Well,
Jeez.
that's 2 seconds faster than these guys are now, so he could lap up to the podium. Panda's coming back out of close again. Oh my word.
Squeezing track
Now
there.
Panda does like ascending to this corner here.
He's looked like he was so but Zaskar into the pits here. Obviously, we know
Yeah.
that.
Necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is some battle between these guys. It's been going on for about 40 laps as well. So.
Yeah,
This has been great racing. Great racing from all these guys.
Lap 1 madness to this. Yeah, this is amazing.
It's a shame Lucky had that issue because it would have been great to see all 4 of these guys go at it.
Yeah.
All
With
the
them
way
battling
to the
though, these 3, it does give Lucky a chance to catch up.
It doesn't take long for you to catch back up.
He's in the view.
3.5 seconds now.
Yeah, that's from 5 to 3.5, isn't it?
Count them out.
He's in the view in that chicane. My brain says bus stop every time.
I know. It's
I just don't think that NSX is just struggling to get just enough to.
He's bumping.
I don't think he is. I think he just can't quite get alongside.
Brake discs are glowing red. Oh,
Panda look wide there.
The Ferrari and the NSX look very similar.
Yeah.
In body design, if you look at them.
Yeah, they are very similar cars.
But that's what Honda wanted to do back then with the original, was make an everyman's Ferrari. And that's what they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mean a poor man's Ferrari?
Yeah, you got it. Unattainable?
It was funny today. My dad said that his dream has always been to buy a Ferrari 355 from Maranello and take it home back via the Nürburgring. But he's starting to give up hope of that happening, he told me today.
Yeah, that's
not a cheap dream.
No. It's one of those things. It's
like 355s are going back up in price now, so especially to get one from Maranello.
Yeah, and then drive it back via the Nürburgring and probably get taken out by Haas.
Yeah, absolutely bringing his BMW to death up the side inside here.
Yeah. Panda making a move.
That would have been brave there. Panda's got the run here.
Yeah, is he too close again? Is he too close again?
Oh my God, look at these three. Look at the time they're losing to Lucky though. That was 3.5 seconds going into that Le Mans. Oh my God!
Into Le Mans.
What is going on here?
Oh my God!
That's the bump draft. That's the bump draft.
That's gonna bump
That's
Panda
Daytona.
here.
Oh, it's not going to end in
Both
tears,
of these
is
could
it?
get past Alicos here.
Yep.
I think they are.
Yep.
Oh my God!
They're coming side by side into the turn.
Oh man, it's hard to watch, but no, they've made it through again.
What a battle this is!
Absolutely insane. But Lucky's going to rejoin
Lucky's
us.
catching them there.
Yeah, that's watch that.
That's absolutely crazy.
Alicos has got to be frustrated. He worked up so hard to get past Panda.
Yeah.
Just to have somebody help him get back up.
Dad just pushing him back past him.
Yeah.
Smack, you know him better. Does Alicos get frustrated? He seems like the most chilled dude going.
Not frustrated. He will get vocal sometimes, but it takes a lot.
Oh, actually, he did a little bit last night. I remember that.
Yeah, it takes a lot. Oh, here comes the sun.
Yeah, I think Aztec's right. I think we are going to get. Oh no, I did say Smack could sing when the.
Right.
Yeah, when the sun came out that he could sing. I did allow him that.
That's good. I'm done.
Yeah, Apex is right. The battle between these guys is just unreal. Especially if it's gone this long.
Yeah, it's nuts. You know how much of a breath air it has to be to see that sun come up, though? Just like...
Yeah.
Whew.
Just tell you that at least you're near the end of this again.
Lucky is there again.
Chunk, if you remember last year at Nürburgring 3 hour, Panda was in a battle almost the entire race then. He must have just run this 3 hour race.
Panda was his own undoing last week.
Yeah.
Last year, every time we went on to him on stream, he flashed his lights or typed something in the comments and ended up going along the grass and along the barriers.
Oh man, this one, we might not have had the battle for the lead that we had at Nürburgring, but this battle between these guys is more than made up.
Oh, this has been... I mean, last year it was a battle for the GT class championship.
That's right,
There's
4 of them. Yeah, down to the last lap.
Next weekend's going to be insane.
Yeah.
Lucky's right there, you know. He is back in the slip now.
He is. He's caught it.
Yep.
You were right. You were right not to rule him out.
We did say as well how much pace is he harbouring because he's been having to... I told you, Panda's at it again. He's doing something to do with his stream. That's going to be dirty tyres now.
Yeah. He's just trying to make it interesting, isn't he? He's doing it for the content.
He's probably trying to plug his controller in, like you said.
So check out my new lawnmower.
It's crazy how different the cars look in this slightly different light.
Yeah, look at Lucky's pace here, 45s. I think Lucky's actually got the pace on these guys, and he was having to save a bit before, wasn't he?
Definitely.
On a side note, Gloss is catching Asriel very fast.
And that's for P10. And these guys, they've had a tough race. They've stuck it out. Good on them. I'll tell you what, this game...
All four of those in one single part of the corner.
Yeah, that was ace, like you said, Smack there, just to see them come like through one after another.
Single file.
And who's your money for P4?
I'm gonna go with Lucky.
Me too.
I'll go Alicos, I think. It's tough one. You talk about Fry's new lawnmower. One of my very good friends, Craig, for a long time held the world record for fastest time set on a lawnmower, which has now been beaten.
Time set round where?
The fastest top speed of a lawnmower. I can't think where he did it. I'll find it for you. And then he came to show it off at the, do you know by me, Chunk, the Chateau Impney?
Yeah.
Came to show it off there, went to do donuts, crashed, then landed on his head, and quite seriously hurt himself. So yeah, that was good work.
To be fair, you have to question a man who wants to set a world record on a lawnmower.
He asked Honda if he could help do it, and they said, yeah, go for it. That sounds fun.
I love it. That's a mad lad.
Scratching air.
For lapping P8, yeah, that's mad.
You mean lapping Shippo?
It's getting too far. Don't you start. You won't come past next week either. You can come past.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, you'll come past. Alright. Panda's stretching his legs, isn't he?
A little bit. How hard is he pushing?
Panda had a great lap last lap. I think he had his fastest lap of the race.
I'm just thinking if Alicos has got to...
He's going again. He's blue again, so...
He's got to... Has he got to save some fuel, Sascar, still? Because he is lighter than these guys.
Nah, that's enough, isn't it?
Alicos, I think, has enough, yeah.
Look, he's hunting these guys.
But to give you an idea, full tank, I think, for most of these cars is 17 laps. Is that right? As from Friday? So at halfway, he'll have 9 laps left. He looks pretty much close to halfway. I don't know. He might still have to save. That might be the way he's lost a little bit.
Lagging back a little bit. Apex said P shipper.
Yeah,
where's Eamon gone off the back of these? It looks like he's miles off the back now.
Yeah, he is. I guess it was that if he's had that brake issue persistent, I don't know.
Is that boosted behind him?
Yeah.
What a horrible man.
Yeah, he can't come and interrupt this battle. He's just sitting.
He's just upset because of the rugby yesterday and he's taking it out on everybody else.
Yeah.
I was saying you was gonna lap everybody this race.
Oh, that's nice, huh?
This battle seems to have settled down a little bit. They don't seem to be hounding it. Oh, I say that as Dad literally drives right up to the back of Alicos. He's late on the brakes there, super late on the brakes there.
I think this game does transition day to night, night to day better than anything else. It's incredible.
It's very, very pretty. I will tell you what though, it's not a racing game, but Arma day to night, night to day, shooey.
And
gorgeous.
Red Dead 2 has that does a good day night transition.
Man, yeah, dude.
Red Dead.
If y'all ever want to play Red Dead Online, I have everything. I'm like ridiculously high level.
Excuse me, can you go to the right channel if you want to talk about these games, please?
Sorry. Please forgive.
Apologies, it's been a long evening. It's been a great race though.
Panda's starting to maybe, I don't know, it's so difficult to say I'll solidify a position because then all of a sudden...
Little Debbie incoming. Is he going
I'll tell you what, I think you might be right about Alicos.
Yeah, because I think
he is less than half a tank now.
Yeah,
and he's wide.
Oh,
that's got him.
That's through. P5.
I think Alicos is having to fuel save here.
Yeah, because that full tank 17 laps, so half tank 8.5, 9.
Boosted. Look how close Boosted is to him there from that picture.
That's insane. You can't lap up to the
He's
podium.
catching air so quickly.
He is so fast at the minute.
You can't lap up to the podium. That's just ridiculous.
He's not going to get to podium. He's not going to get to Zaskar. He's
No,
19
but I
seconds
mean,
in
sorry,
front
but
of
in
him.
a
I mean,
lap
how
dead
much
one.
has he stretched his legs there? He's 19 seconds in front now.
Yeah, that's true. The only people he won't have lapped though is the podium. Probably by the end of this. That's just mad.
What a stint from Zaskar that is, because it was, what, 9.8 for...
Yeah, no, Zaskar's in the 45s. What a shot that is.
VTech as well has had such a good race. I mean, it's been underrated because obviously he's just in no man's land.
And he was pushing, I said, towards the end of the first stint, started second, but unfortunately, like you say, it's Boosted's consistency.
It's just lap after lap with Boosted. It's just fast at lap after fast lap after fast lap. You might be able to sort of match him for 1 or 2 laps, but over a stint when he's doing it relentlessly.
Yeah.
Lucky, I think we'll stop. He's starting to suffer with that tyre wear.
Aztec, I reckon straight to the checkered flag, yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Apex.
Yeah, sheepskin headset. Sweating buckets.
Eamon in the pits again. What's happened here?
Oh no.
No, that's not.
Must have had some damage or something.
Or has he just not got enough fuel?
No, he had loads of it.
What's he done here then? He's got no damage. I'll tell
going...
you what he's doing here. He's going for fastest lap.
Yeah, he's got a minute behind him and 9 seconds in front.
He's going to whack a set of softs on and go for fastest lap.
That fastest lap is a 44.8.
Yeah, but to be fair, we were doing, in the Daytona, we were doing 43s.
With the softs, okay.
Yeah. Not every lap. I mean, breaching into the 43s was a good lap.
You're right, he has put the softs on.
It is doable.
These guys have just been absolutely inseparable, haven't they?
Look, he's got to the back there, but that dirty air I don't think is helping him now.
It's always that balance in the toe you get on the straight and the dirty air you get for the corner, isn't it?
Panda for me starting to escape these guys, isn't he?
And Panda's driven so well, but I think drive of the day you couldn't really look past Zaskar here, but Panda, if he comes away in P4, it's going to be right up there as well.
Look at Boosted. Boosted is in the same picture now as well.
I mean, it's a bit of an ominous sight if you think, I mean, we're going to try and take the title from this guy next year and he's coming up to lap you in the last race of the season.
Yeah. Makes you think.
Yeah. Absolutely. Where's Alikos on the fuel now?
Yeah, Azteca. Air went in. I believe he's probably, like they said, going to go for that fastest lap, but that'd be the only reason to pit if
he's only a point. If he's only a point off somebody in the championship, though.
Did he put softs on? I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Look at that shot, as you say, you can see.
I'll tell you what though, he's only got a couple of laps to do it, because after 2/3 laps, that them tyres won't
cooked.
To be fair, he's got a big enough gap to P9. He could probably come in and try again, couldn't he?
He could.
Alikos now starting to look menacing again.
Yeah, it's just going to be trading off that fuel, isn't it, as well?
I think Lucky will start to feel that tyre wear on the front of that Lexus now.
It's that bit heavier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because most of this race, he's had a tyre disadvantage, but he's been at the front of the queue, isn't he? Keeping people behind him as opposed to
that dirty air will be
trying to fight
that tyre now.
Yeah, that's rough stuff.
And remember, he had to push super hard at the beginning of the stint to get back up to these guys, so that would have took a lot of life out of them tyres.
Thing is, if Ed does get this lap, Booster's got an equal gap just to come in and put a set of softs on himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Which he might do when he sees the pack
I think he might do that anyway.
Yeah, just
I
because
think he'll want to do it, and I think he'll want to solidify it with a seriously fast soft lap.
And the thing is, if he sees this pack he's coming up to, he might as well then go for that.
I mean, how close is VTech to him? Has he actually got time for a pit stop?
He's got 45 seconds.
Is that enough?
True. It's about 35,
I suppose if you're not,
isn't it?
I suppose if you're not fueling.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is some gap. I mean, like you say, poor
Helico's
Ivita
going
did.
for it. Ah, good ticket.
No, he's got
Lucky's
Lucky
right there.
right on him.
Sun's coming out now. That plane's taking off for the 93rd time.
It's the old airport.
Daytona International, baby. It's a big
It's
old
the
airport.
airport.
I'm sure Gross told us in the
It's right there next to it.
in the Indy 500, the Air Force One lands, doesn't it? There during the 500, yeah.
Yeah, the airport runs no matter what. So like there'll be the NASCAR race and they're launching jets and stuff. And,
Fair enough.
people just doing all kinds of stuff. And I don't know if y'all know, the Daytona used to, like the racetrack used to be just the beach. Like it was no road, it was no asphalt, no tarmac, it was just beach. Yeah.
I've got to say
They
that
would
grandstand looks iconic, doesn't it?
yeah.
Absolutely
They would run down right by the ocean, like sometimes even the waves would hit, and then they would bucket around and then fly back down the other way. And then
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are still nose to tail. 2 hours later.
This is close.
Is Lucky going to do one of those super late brake moves? Into turn one. Does he? Is Lucky struggling on fuel as well? Yeah, they've both got the same fuel. So are they just trying to hold it out to these last laps to try and get that? But then are they missing the chance to get Panda? Oh, here we go. Oh. Get it stopped. Oh my word. That was heart and mouth stuff, wasn't it?
Indeed, sir. Coming down to the wire, we got 6 laps to go.
I don't think Boosted's going to pit in.
Oh, I got it by 700ths of a second.
Oh,
Airman with the fast
This could be
lap.
the change for Boosted now. I think he would have wanted to stay out and lap these guys just to...
prove a point and set a marker for next season.
Yeah. But now I think you'll see him go into the pits and put softs on for a fast lap.
So where would Booster's times be in relation to, say, you know, Digit or Super GT, that type of... How far is it?
When he did the qualifying for the 24 hours, there was some World Series drivers in Split 1, and I think his time would have put us 4th or 5th in Split 1.
Say no more. That's absolutely outrageous. So
in Bathurst, it was over a second slower.
That is a damn hard. That is a real test of a track, isn't it?
Yeah. Bathurst
But
is
to be
joke.
fair, that was in the Lexus. Whether with the car he wants to use. He's a serious. He's right up the top. He's right up there with those boys. I'd imagine not quite. I think he said he's beat the key a few times.
It's mad. Because I think Digit's like another level above the key, isn't he? But there's not. They're all in a very top line.
I think Digit's World Series level.
He's
really
like
isn't he?
top
He's not far
50.
off.
He's top 50 most of the time.
They're catching Panda.
Yeah, they are. I wonder sometimes if Panda just get to the little, not complacency as such, but just
Panda rear tire and dad's rear tire are worse than the tires on Alicos and Wrench.
But they both have, the fuel's leveling out now.
The fuel's almost the same across everybody. Ooh.
Oh, Alicos.
What a drive from Alicos and Lucky.
Yeah, they've dragged themselves back into this. It's interesting, the point that Chunky poses is, what's Boosted doing? Is he going for the lap up to 4, or is he going to go for the fastest lap? Is he not going to want his margin, do you think, Chunk, to look less if he goes to the fastest lap?
That's the thing. Does he want to have that clean sweep of fastest lap and race win, or does he just want to have that big stamped over a minute?
What is the gap now? 47, 5 laps to go. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Ivito's ended up in absolute no man's land, hasn't he? 47 seconds off, boosted, 30 seconds clear P3. And then,
I mean, if
and
I
then
was
Zaska
boosted,
and
I'd
Sam.
probably go for the fastest lap.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, is he going to be lucky with his late move into turn 1? Again, he's probably going to have to go around the long way, isn't he? Oh my word, look at this as they close up. Oh, Dad, you've got a couple of seriously fast guys behind you here. Can you keep them at bay?
Oh, lucky side by side.
Oh, invisible wall.
Oh no, oh no.
Invisible wall. It got him.
Do you think that's what?
got him.
Do you think that's what did for Dad there?
Yes, sir.
No.
Lucky took damage too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what just happened. I swear it.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Dad.
He went in too far. That's so rough. That's so rough. Man, that barrier.
Oh, Dad's got damage like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do
And
about
Ehrman's
this.
only 18 seconds behind.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be close between him and Ehrman there.
And these guys are getting blue
Alcos.
flags.
Be interested to see what Boosted does here, because I don't think Boosted will want to get involved in this.
But like
Alcos
you say,
had to
it's
slam
like
the
claim
brakes
to
on.
fame, isn't it? Of being there and like lapping everybody up to their pole.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll want to cause any issues between these guys.
I'd have thought Alicos gets lucky here with the bumper damage and the better.
Yeah, I think that's and I think that's solidified P4 for Panda now.
Yeah. What a shame it came to that. As we said, we couldn't fully see what happened, could we? But
That barrier is rough stuff, man. I mean, we're gonna find out after, of course,
Yeah.
with the replay and stuff. But
shame
yeah,
for Dad.
that's,
He's gone from potential P4, maybe P4 to what could end up being P8. Alicos goes high on the banking because
He's got this easy. That aero difference will be massive now.
Yep.
Aztec, I think it's just that barrier as well.
Boosted will stay out now. He'll want to lap lucky. He's right there as well. He's literally right there. Look.
Yeah. The thing is, does Boosted do anything other than GT? Because I think sometimes Lucky, there's F1, ACC, there's all these other things.
No,
Yeah.
I think he just plays, obviously, that Pavlov game we've been playing. But driving wise, no, I think it's just GT.
I know he dabbled in F1, he reserved a race or two and then dabbled in ACC, but when you're so good at this one discipline, you probably think, well, why bother with anything else?
that's Alicos as well. He'll dabble in the others, but
I think with VR as well, you have to keep that eye in all the time,
True,
don't you? Like,
true. When you go on
Shoot,
F1 or
yeah.
ACC,
yeah,
and,
it all changes. Well, ACC is difficult in VR because it's not VR. It's
Yeah.
like a screen. It's like a tiny screen that shows up on your headset.
Ah, okay.
oh,
So it's not actually a very nice experience, whereas with this as well, he'll just want to keep his eye in all the time, won't he?
Yeah, it works. So. Yeah, Azteca thinks it's that tyre barrier that did for Dad as well. What a shame.
What a shame. Yeah, that's gutted, to be fair. It's a shame to see the race settled like that when
Oh,
it's been
here's Boosted on the scene.
boosted. I'll be past Lucky by T1 here.
As you say, this is an ominous message. This reminds me a bit, Brazil, where this year where Max with Lando saying, "Yeah, you've come close, but this is where you've got to get to if you want to take it from there."
It was a bit like when Lewis come from the back to win at Brazil as well, from dead last.
And then,
So-
and then his other rival, the guy that did, to be fair to Alicos, he's at least kept that sprint cup going to the last round.
yeah.
But,
I mentioned about it yesterday, but
Yeah, that hurt him. I think it's going to need a miracle in the last round, but you never know. That format does potentially create that miracle for him. But again, another
Wasn't that
rival.
the last round test yesterday?
No,
I
got
thought
next
so.
Saturday.
Which is
Here,
where?
Really?
here, the road
oh,
course.
tri-oval. No,
Oh, yeah.
not tri-over.
The road
Made
course.
their turn. When you see Boosted coming round to lap these guys, I just think, how is he going to be beatable next week?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's the answer. It's the answer. But as you said earlier, every dynasty comes to an end eventually. But
Aztec said Lewis Hamilton had a new engine that day.
in Brazil, that is true. He did. He still drove damn well though. But yeah, this is pretty ominous here. Can Alicos do anything about Panda in these last three laps?
I don't think so.
Unless Panda makes a mistake and gets a pen.
Or just fancies driving on the grass
I mean,
again,
Alicos has took a second out of him. And the thing is now, how much is Boosted going to hound? He's took quite a bit out of him there as well, look.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's not over.
It's not over till Smack
fuel's not looking great though.
Who else got Asriel?
Klaus got Asriel.
For P10.
Yeah. He just overtook him.
Look at that aero, what that aero's doing to Lucky's car. He's been absolutely dropped off the back here.
He's just trying to
he lets Boosted through.
He let him through without really a time loss.
Oh, Boosted's ran wide.
Boosted. He said, you can go by us.
The gap's down to 51, the race is back on.
Come on, VTech, do a couple of fast laps.
Yeah.
You got it.
If he could do a couple of 120s here. Get back on. This is annoying for Alicos now, he's got to let him past again, hasn't he, really?
Thing is, I think Alicos was being clever there. Let Boosted pass and then use him to drag you up to
Yeah,
Panda.
absolutely.
But that's just lost him 6 tenths to Panda. He's letting Boosted through here.
He can't finish behind Boosted or it's over.
Oh, this is over anyway.
Oh yeah, because
no.
Because Boosted's on lap 100. Yeah, but
right. But for Alicos,
Boosted's on lap 100, whereas Panda's on lap 99.
Alicos stayed in front. He would have been okay.
Correct, yeah.
You know, but now
maybe
this is his
Maybe
last lap.
he just thought it was too much anyway, and he just doesn't want the risk.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just thinks
because even
his
if
fuel.
he would have catch Panda, he's behind Boosted. You know, so
it did seem like it let him through there for a reason. So.
Well,
a drive from Boosted here.
Yeah,
Drive.
because of his drive, we'd barely shown him. Other than that battle, we did show, didn't we? Smack that battle with Ivica towards the end of the first thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what a drive and what a season.
Yeah,
this guy's had.
He didn't take the F out. He's just taken a win by 51
Look how close he is to running out of fuel.
Oh,
he's
he
out
might run out of fuel. Alicos might get ahead here and take it to the last lap, mightn't he? Does Alicos want to take his last lap because he's almost out as well?
No, he's going to hold on and just be done.
What a drive from Boosted. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Great drive from VTech as well. I know we haven't hardly shown him as well, but...
Yeah.
Great drive from
best of the rest
too, man.
He's flashing his lights.
VTech flashing the lights. Great drive.
Yes, sir. IORT boys.
I mean, the guy that he's lost to, like you say, is just driven out of his skin. Panda, can I get a lap of honour? Oh god.
Phenomenal drive from Zaskar and Panda. I mean, what a drive from Zaskar. Another one guy who hasn't been shown too much, obviously, except for at the beginning.
No.
Yeah, well done. I mean, so P2, there's a mega result.
Great drive,
Great job,
great drive.
Yep. Beautiful.
Oh, is Zaskar run out of fuel? Or is he just cruising?
Almost, he's cruising.
No, he's out,
you better go.
Panda's
going to catch him.
Panda's going to catch him here.
Yeah, Panda just passed him.
No, it's 13 down to 11 seconds. What's going on?
What's going on here?
Zaskar's not out of fuel though, so why is he going so slow? Does he know there's one more lap to go in? Because Panda's going to take this podium off him.
Yeah.
What's his
Does Zaskar know? Does he know what's happening?
See, go!
Does Zaskar think this race is finished or something?
I think he thinks it's over.
Honda's pushing him.
What's
He's out of
fuel?
What is going on here?
Sorry about the words.
What the hell
What's
is
happening?
What is happening here?
I'm so
going the line
confused.
together. What the hell?
Honda's.
Hang on, is this like Ford versus Ferrari?
I'm so confused. Z is out of fuel, I think, but...
No, I don't know if he is. He's got as much fuel as Panda. He's just let Panda have the podium.
Why?
What happened?
Is it because
That's
Panda
bizarre.
now overtakes Smiley in the
Everybody's so
championship?
confused?
Is it because...
I think that was enough for Panda to get anyway. That was odd. Why did you give us a podium that you've worked that hard for?
Huh?
I'm so confused.
These guys have to be careful though, because we've seen penalties given for that earlier on in the season.
Yeah, because it's teamwork,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. No, Ronnie, yeah, you didn't have a bet on that, did you, Panda, for the podium? Because that looked like match fiction.
I mean, we saw Zaskar do that last week as well. I mean, he did it for the right reason last week with what he in his own race.
It was very strange, I've got to say.
I can't feel my legs.
Oh man, that sounds ominous for us next week. So. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyable race. It's for 100 laps in 3 hours. It flew by.
Commentating was cool.
I mean, yeah,
that was fun. That was a really good time.
It worked out pretty spot on. 2 hours 59 minutes there. But no, good race, good end to the season. Boosted wins the race. Boosted wins the championship. Very well deserved.
Dominant champion as well.
I mean, I think the final word, I think, is can anyone stop him next year? I'd say unless he goes in a Suzuki, probably not.
Yeah.
But we shall see. These guys will work hard, I'm sure, between when's the first round? May 11th. So there's plenty of time. There's a podium championship in between. So let's see what these guys can go back with next year. But they have given us some great racing this season.
Indeed, it was great.
Alicos wants to know if we want him in quickly. I mean, it's been Apex GT race will be 3 hours 25 minutes. I mean, it's been a long old night.
Ron said in the Discord, Shippo, Smack, Chunky, Harsh, commentary on this race is absolutely fantastic. Best laugh I've had watching a race ever.
Brilliant. So he's not mentioning he's not mentioning our insightfulness, just our comedy. That's good.
No, yeah.
Right, we'll quickly invite Alicos in. He's asked if he wants to come in. Should we invite Panda as well, just see what's going on there?
I've just opened the report window and Dad's put reporting Dad for ruining the last lap.
We'll quickly bring these guys in, but my shower and bed is calling, but can't. Zaskar's mad, he's like too nice. Like I said last week, like, yeah. Strange. Just see if either of those two guys want to join.
Maybe he's lulling people into a false sense of security for next season.
Maybe.
And he'll be absolutely ruthless.
Panda deserved.
I've just invited Panda and Alicos to just see if either of them join.
Invite Dad.
Here he is.
Hello.
Hello. Man, that was some epic racing. We watched you. I mean, if you watch that back, if you get a spare 3 hours, but I think about 2.5 hours of it is dedicated to you, Lucky, Panda, and Dad.
Yeah, bro.
That's what we were saying in the party. I'm pretty sure 95% of the race is going to be us four.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mate, there was some great racing, some great late moves, and
that was a lot of fun.
Why did you let Boosted through then, and not try and push for Panda at the end?
I could have, and I should have. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what your guys' rules would be on blue flag. I don't know if you'd give me a penalty for not letting through, or what.
It's the leading driver's responsibility to get through.
All right. Well, Boosted overtaking me the first time, he screwed me up because he went deep, and then I had to let him through again. So that cost me like 3 seconds or something.
Yeah, we saw.
We didn't read that because obviously Panda stayed on the lead lap, didn't he? So just
yeah.
And then I don't know if you saw that your boy Zaskar then like slowed down at the end.
It gave
He gave Panda the podium.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what he did last week at Trial Mountains. I guess just at the end of the season, he just like, hey, like, it's pretty much over. It's pretty much all decided. You guys have your own stuff. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
But I gotta say, Zaskar's got to be the driver of the day.
He's unbelievable pace. Yeah, P3 is mad. Panda, you benefited from a podium there. Well, you have until Chunky gives you 20 and 20 for teamwork, but yeah. Oh no, actually 20 and 20, you'd still get third because you were a lap ahead of Alicos.
To be fair, Alicos, if you report Boosted for T1, I could probably give him a minute penalty.
So for me going into this, all I cared about was beating Smiley, and he like rage quit on the first lap, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just having fun for the next 3 hours then.
and have fun you did, Panda. We just complimented and Dad and Nucky as well. The racing between the four of you there kept us entertained for a good 2.5 hours. So yeah, well
you
done.
Killed it, dude. Really and Truly.
Did we fill the whole stream?
Yeah.
Pretty
You
much.
totally
Pretty
did.
Did you see what happened to Dad on the T1?
Yeah,
Yeah.
barrier.
That invisible barrier.
Was it the invisible wall or the tires?
I think it was he actually hit the inside.
Okay. I thought it was the tires, yeah.
I just want to say this isn't a win for Boosted, but a win for every viewer.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of the other guys that weren't in that group were not having fun. So at least some of us enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I say shout out to everybody who finished though. Like y'all really fought it out. It's a long race. Good job. Even if you didn't do the best, you stuck it through. That's what mattered.
100%. Well, thank you.
It was so it was T1. Air got overseer, or somebody hit him, and he was like perpendicular, and so that's why myself and Lucky got damage on the first lap. So we made our way back up.
No, you did really well to get. You just each stint, did you just kept getting back on closer and closer to being back on the strategy.
Yeah,
you did really well.
The fuel saving and the extended stints to get in the last stint get square with the rest of the guys was amazing.
I was half shifting the entire race.
I know.
Yeah, we saw. No, he did really well. It's brilliant. But I just want to quickly shout out Smack for joining me for its whole thing. Chunky for joining. Has from when you retired. And props to Alecos and Panda and everybody else Smack for finishing, but particularly that battle between the four of you was immense.
Hopefully we have the same thing going on for the GT. Just a bunch of us going in and commentating.
Well, Apex insulted me for the whole stream, so that would be a tasty battle when he gets up to me. So
he didn't insult you. He was truthful.
As you know, from Alecos last night, I've burnt any bridges of MG done, so that could be a spicy race to watch next week.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But no, well done, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, epic season.
Thoroughly enjoyed.
Last question: either of you two take it to Boosted? Alecos, can you take it to Boosted next year?
Depends on what car he has.
Do you think that's what it is?
Good point, dude. Good point.
He's going for the Unite.
With the logic that every winner in this season, like the 3 season, was a Porsche. We go with the Porsche and then see who.
Just full Porsche Cup.
Yep.
I'm down for it.
You win the championship, you choose a Porsche.
No. Well, we will see you two in. Well, we'll see you for the podium championship. We'll move back for the next season of GTPro. Will be, I think looking at the 11th of May, something like that. But you've got a podium championship in between. As you said, Alecos, GT class next week. Hopefully, we can deliver as good a race as we had tonight.
We still have the sprint technically to wrap up too, but
we do. Sorry, I did not discount you from that. Long shot, but if any format allowed for long shot, it is the sprint format. We were saying that in the stream here tonight, because you just never know, do you? Reverse grid, it could go for you, could go against you. So hopefully we can get that finale and next week. And we've still got one really good weekend of racing to come here at Daytona.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it.
Well, thank you everyone for joining, and we shall see you next week.
Indeed.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you everyone that tuned in as well.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.